Yo, it's your boy Ryan, Northwest Sports Fanatics, back at you with a new video. Today is Saturday, September 6th, 2025, with your boy Ryan and the Northwest Sports Fanatics. Make sure you guys subscribe to the channel, smash that like button either now or on your way out. Donate to your boy if you can, Cash App $ ORION NWSF, or the YouTube Super Chat right here. We got the Seattle Mariners versus the Atlanta Braves. First pitch is here in just a moment. And again, it's been a long day. We just watched the Oregon Ducks beat Oklahoma State, and I'm just trying to get settled in, got the thumbnail and all the prep. And again, let's get into the starting lineups here momentarily. And I hope everyone is having a fantastic day. Let's get it. On the thumb, on the left is big number Cal Raleigh, and on the right, Matt Olsen. Okay, baby. Arozarena grounds out there, one away, and we'll get into the lineups, obviously, as we go into commercial break. At this point, next up is big dumper Cal Raleigh. Cole in the building, what's good? First pitch from Waldrep to Raleigh, takes a strike looking high and inside. 0-1 count. And again, I apologize not being able to do my normal routine at the beginning of the stream, but I already did the Oregon Duck game and it just got over. So I didn't really have my regular window of going through the starting lineups and whatnot, but we'll go into those starting lineups during the commercial break. 0-1 pitch, takes a strike looking high and away. No balls and 2 strikes to big dumper Cal Raleigh. Cool uniforms the Braves are wearing today. Throwbacks. Pitches low and at the knees. 2 balls and 2 strikes from Waldrep to Raleigh. And I would like to be able to get a little bit of a rest since I just did the Duck game for 3-4 hours. But, you know, again, when you have dreams and goals, you got to grind. Pitches low and at the knees. Count now is full. 3 balls and 2 strikes. 3-2 pitch, and low and at the knees and in the dirt, and that is a walk. There we go. Must-win game, and this is the best lineup that we've had all year. Next up is Julio Rodriguez. Let's see if we can get an early home run here on Hurston Waldrep, who is 4-0 with a 1.01 ERA. Like, sub, link, comment, share. If you haven't smashed that like button yet, please do. Help us get to 100 likes. 100 on the Dono train and 5 to 15 subs. We had very good views, obviously, with the first Oregon Duck stream of the year. Takes a strike looking right down the middle, 0-1 count. Hit almost 13,000 people. And again, you know, we're definitely going in the right direction, but great to have Victor Robles back in the lineup, and they decided to have Leo Rivas in the lineup as well. So this will be the best lineup that we've had all year. 0-1 pitch, big swing and a miss. 0-2 pitch, and it goes down the first baseline foul. No balls and 2 strikes from Waldrep to Julio. All day in the building, Marine Bean in the building, Cole in the building, Daniel in the building, Blue Jay in the building. What's good? And I'm going to try my best. You know, normally I don't do 2 streams back to back with no rest. I mean, I haven't really got a chance to really eat breakfast or lunch yet, but sometimes you got to grind when you have dreams.
Oh my God.
One out. Runner at first. Cal Raleigh. Julio crushes that one. Back. See ya! And Julio Rodriguez gets us on the board. 2-0 Mariners. We're winning today, baby. That's what I'm talking about. And sometimes you just got to talk it into existence, baby. And there it is. 2-0 Mariners. Fuck yeah. Let's go. The sports gods felt that trident on the screen and said, you know what? They are overdue. Let's go. Hell yeah. Fuck yeah, baby. That's what we needed. Hell yeah. 1-0 pitch to Josh Naylor, another individual that was sick and is back in the lineup. But this lineup is sexy. Randy, Cal, Julio, Naylor, Gino, Polo, JP, Robles, and Rivas. We've never had a lineup this strong. We literally have no weaknesses 1 through 9. And if we play this lineup for the rest of the year, we're making the playoffs. Let's go. 2-1 pitch. Takes a strike looking. 2 balls and 1 strike from Waltrip to Naylor. Come on, Josh. Waldrep on the mound. Naylor in the box. 2-1 pitch, fouled off, high and away. 2 balls and 2 strikes to Josh Naylor. Come on, Josh. 2-2 pitch, high and away with the curveball. Count now is full. 3 balls and 2 strikes to Josh Naylor. We're winning today, baby. I mean, the one weakness we could have is Bryce Miller in our bullpen, if we're being honest. But other than that, I mean, the players, should be able to get to 5 runs, 7 to 10 hits, even though Waldrep has got an amazing record. That didn't intimidate me. 4-0 with a 1.01 ERA. But again, I had a feeling that we would homer early, and thank God Julio did. 3-2 pitch, and crushes it foul towards first base. And again, I'll be watching the Mariner game in the morning privately, as well when I watch the Bucks and the Falcons. And tomorrow's stream will be Sunday Night Football for the Bills and the Ravens, so I can rest my voice up instead of doing 2 streams in back-to-back days. I don't want to lose my voice for next week. And that is a walk to Josh Naylor. There we go. But I mean, look how sexy this lineup is. Randy leading off, Cal, Julio, Naylor, Gino, Polo at DH, JP, Victor Robles at right field, no longer Luke Raleigh or Dominic Canzone, thank God, and Leo Rivas, who could either play second base or DH, and I love this. This is the lineup that we should have for the rest of the year, and we will win games, especially with Robles and Rivas. Those guys are the key. First pitch to Gino, takes a strike swinging right down the middle, 0-1 count. Come on, Gino. Good vibes only, baby. I did do the Oregon game. It just got over with, and I didn't get a chance to take a break, and I made it by first pitch by like a second. So, I mean, I didn't get a chance to do my intro where I go through the, photos of the starting lineups and everything. But, I mean, I could have, but then I would have, went longer into the missed action, and I figured I'll wait till the end of this inning, and then I'll go through the starting lineups then. So 69-3 by Oregon. Is that good? They said, oh, you're not that good playing Montana State. Well, we beat the brakes off the Oklahoma State Cowboys, so we are one of the top 5 teams in the world. Facts. 1-2 pitch, big swing and a miss, and down goes Gino on strikes, and that is 2 away. It's okay, Gino. You can make up for it later with a single, double, or home run. Next up, Jorge Polanco. Let's go, baby. Oregon's team looks much better than last year's. The play calling has been simplified by our offensive coordinator, Will Stein. Again, Decorian Moore is Jeremiah Smith on the Buckeyes. Dante Moore is like a Bo Nix. And Polo, line drive, but right to Michael Harris the second, and that is out number 3. We leave one stranded, but not after Cal gets walked and Julio hits a 2-run blast. He's getting close to 30 home runs, and I fucking love it, baby. You have these feelings about home runs, and we got to get going early, and we said, hey, we need a home run by Julio. Sports God said, you're right, and 10 seconds later, Julio hit a home run. Our ESP on this channel has been on point. Let's go. All right, let's do the starting lineups here quickly. Cal on the left, and obviously Matt Olsen on the right. Leading off for the Mariners in this particular matchup, left fielder Randy Arosarena. Batting second, catching for Seattle, big dumper Cal Raleigh. Batting third, center fielder Julio Rodriguez. Batting cleanup, batting fourth, first baseman Josh Naylor. Batting fifth, playing third base, it's Gino Eugenio Suarez. Batting sixth, DHing for Seattle, Jorge Polanco. Batting seventh, playing shortstop, J.P. Crawford. Batting eighth, welcome back to the team, right fielder Victor Robles. Fuck yeah. And batting ninth, a guy that deserves playing time, playing second base today, Leo Rivas. On the mound for the Mariners, 4-5 record, ERA of 5.71, Bryce Miller. And for the Braves, leading off for the Braves, left fielder Jurickson Profar. Batting second, first baseman Matt Olsen. Batting third, second baseman Ozzie Albies. Batting cleanup, batting fourth for the Braves, DHing Drake Baldwin. Batting fifth, shortstop Ha-Seong Kim. Batting sixth, playing right field, Ronald Acuna Jr. Batting seventh, center fielder Michael Harris II. Batting eighth, catching today, Sean Murphy. And batting ninth, third baseman Nacho Alvarez Jr. And on the mound, 4-0 record with a 1.01 ERA, Hurston Waldrep. Let's go, Bryce. Let's get it, baby. First pitch from Miller to Jurickson Profar is a strike looking low and away. 0-1 count. Oh, 1 pitch, line drive, Naylor is there, flip to Bryce. There we go, and that is one away. And it shows you how important it is to have Naylor at first rather than Luke Raleigh or some other scrub. Great job. Great stop by Naylor. He's great at defense. He's great at offense. You know, he just brings that winning attitude and that seriousness that we need when we're going to have guys that are happy-go-lucky in the no-fly zone with Julio, Randy, and Victor. Nice job, Naylor. Great defense. Nice flip to Bryce Miller. I wouldn't start Luis Castillo in any game. He's terrible. He shouldn't even be on the team this year. He is booty cheeks. He plays tomorrow, and if we don't score, 8 to 10 runs, we're going to lose tomorrow. Like Castillo doesn't deserve to be on the team, unfortunately. He is booty cheeks. Garver needs to be gone as well. Sean in the building, what's good? Yeah, we got some good views on that. We gained 30, 40 subs. The Dono train was a little lower than expected, but we ended up hitting almost 13,000 people. So, again, and the Ducks ended up playing well, so you can't complain there. 0-1 pitch. Inside, 1 ball and 1 strike from Miller to Olsen. I was cutting it pretty close, but I made it by first pitch. And Julio got a 2-run blast after Cal got walked, and we're up 2-0. But not after Olsen gets a nice base knock into the outfield there on a 1-1 count. And we got to have Bryce give up 3 runs or less, but preferably 2 or less to give us a shot. And we can't have any fuck-ups in the bullpen like we had by Gabe Spire yesterday. Can't have it happen. Nice single to left in front of Randy Arosarena. Nice job by Matt Olsen, who's got a consecutive game streak that is very high in MLB right now. One of the highest. Next up, second baseman Ozzie Albies. First pitch on the corner. Should have been called strike, but called ball. Come on, ump. Like, sub, donate, comment, share. If you haven't smashed that like button yet, please do. Help us get to 100 likes, 100 on the Dono train. And we'll shoot for 5 to 15 subs. We hit that, then we'll go to the secondary goal. Let's go, Bryce. 1-0 pitch, fouled off. Into foul territory and out of play. And he does catch it. Wow, there we go. 1 away. I thought it was definitely going to go foul out of play, and Gino got it. Good vibes only. There you go. I imagine everyone that has social media saw that Philly fan, the Karen, take the ball from the guy that got it for his son on his birthday, or his birthday was going to be in a couple days. And number one, Karen shouldn't have went over to the dad and grab his arm and ask for the ball. He got it fair and square. And 2, the dad is definitely not an alpha. He's a beta. Why would you just give the ball to the woman? Like I said, I wouldn't give it to her. And again, I know you don't want to, have a fight and whatnot, but everyone saw that. And obviously you never want to be that person that takes a ball from a kid. And again, she definitely looks like a Karen. And he did get hooked up by the Phillies players with an autographed bat after the game and a fan pack by the Marlin organization. But there is no space, in baseball for that. But again, every once in a while, you'll get an idiot fan, an adult that tries to take a ball away from somebody. 1-1 pitch from Miller to Baldwin. Big swing and a miss by Baldwin. 1 ball and 2 strikes. Here in the bottom of the first inning with a 2-0 lead with a Julio Rodriguez 2-run jack that was overdue to give us an early 2-0 lead in a must-win game, with Victor Robles making his debut with the Mariners and getting Leo starting in a matchup, which is absolutely great to see. 1-2 pitch, low and at the knees. 2 balls and 2 strikes to Drake Baldwin. I like the Braves jerseys that they're rocking today, the throwbacks. Splitter just missing, even though it's right on the corner. Bryce has not been getting that call. And big swing and a miss on that 2-2 pitch. Throw to first and got him. Scoreless first by Bryce Miller, and we'll take that all day, every day. Nice job by Bryce. End of the first inning, 2-0 Mariners. I got to go grab some water. I don't even have a chance to eat anything all day. I had a muffin at like 7 a.m. after walking Paisley twice, so hopefully I don't get too tired here in the stream. Next up in the 7-hole, shortstop J.P. Crawford. Batting second, right fielder Victor Robles, and batting third, second baseman Leo Rivas. Trident's up. Let's go, M's. Sorry, I had to go grab water and feed my dog. All right, looks like JP ended up getting out. Next up is Victor Robles, 0-1 pitch. Big swing and a miss. No balls and 2 strikes to Victor Robles. And hopefully we'll be able to get something out of JP next at bat. Come on, Victor. Again, I usually don't do streams back-to-back with no rest for a number of reasons, but hopefully my voice won't go, and I'll be able to grind it out. And again, I'll watch the Mariner game at 9 a.m. on Roku tomorrow. I'll be watching Bucks and Falcons, and we'll be doing Ravens and Bills for the live stream tomorrow. I'm only going to do one because I don't want to get burnt out and not have any energy for Monday, Tuesday next week. So 2-2 pitch, and Robles strikes out looking, and that is 2 away. Down goes Robles, down goes JP. Next up, a guy that's been the hottest hitter for the Mariners lately, Leo Rivas. Let's go, Leo. Bring that electricity, baby. Lots of water today. Let's go. And we got that Oklahoma-Michigan game as well, which I should probably turn a link on for that also. 0-1 pitch. Right down the middle, but doesn't get the call. 1 ball and 1 strike to Leo Rivas, who's very patient as a hitter. 1-1 pitch. Big swing and a miss. Oklahoma Michigan game here also. I like to double dip when I'm doing things. So okay. 1-2 pitch, fouled off right down the middle by Leo Rivas. 1 ball and 2 strikes from Waldrep to Rivas. Top of the second inning, 2-0 Mariners, and it feels like it's been forever since we've gotten off to an early lead and gotten a home run for that matter. And it feels good to have a 2-0 lead here early. 5 runs, 7 to 10 hits. Hopefully we hit 2 or 3 more home runs. We don't have a meltdown in the pen. We finally win a game, and we'll see what happens tomorrow. Castillo's on the mound tomorrow, so I assume we'll lose tomorrow, but then we'll come back home to T-Mobile, and we should be much better. But you never know. If we win today, we might be able to win tomorrow if Castillo pitches well. Slow dribbler by Rivas, throw to first, and that is out number 3. Being up 2-0 early rather than being down 2-0 is such a good thing for our mental health as Mariner fans. We have been so shitty on the road lately. This is the pick-me-up that we needed. On top of, obviously, the Ducks winning 69-3 against the Oklahoma State Cowboys. That definitely gave me some good boost of energy as well. But, when you're grinding and doing streaming for so many hours in a row, it definitely wears on you. Next up, in the 5-hole, shortstop, Ha-Seong Kim. Batting second in the 6-hole, right fielder, Ronald Acuna Jr. And batting third, center fielder in the 7-hole, Michael Harris II. Like, sub, donate, comment, share. Help us get on that dono train. Let's get it all day. Let's see if we can get 100 likes, 100 on the dono train, and 5 to 15 subs. Got to get all that before I lose my voice. Hopefully I don't. There we go. $5 holla. B Wood starting off that dono train right. I appreciate you. Thank you so much. Every dollar counts. Stacks. Racks with a little Cactus Jack. Bang, bang. $5. 95 to go to hit the dono goal. Appreciate you. B Woods puts us at 5. 95 to go. Appreciate you. If there's a particular favorite player that you have that you want to be able to see, let me know and I got you. Bryce Miller on the mound. Ha-Seong Kim in the box. And Miller, 4-5 record with a 5.71 ERA. So obviously kind of untrustworthy as a pitcher like Luis Castillo, but with a lineup that is the strongest that we've had all year, that could be the difference. He could end up giving up 3-4 runs and we could still win. Same thing tomorrow. But hopefully, Miller and Castillo give up 2 runs or less, and then we get plenty of home runs and it won't matter. And hopefully we don't have any meltdowns in the pen either. Gabe Spire fucked us yesterday. 0-1 pitch. Low and away. 1 ball and 1 strike from Miller to Kim. Let's go, Bryce. One pitch, fouled off, high and inside. 1 ball and 2 strikes to Ha-Seong Kim. Come on, Mariners. I really like those Braves uniforms. The batting helmet is so pretty, and the pants with the stripe on it and the colors. I mean, that's one of the best throwbacks ever in baseball. It's incredible. I mean, I'm a really big fan of the pinstripes of the Cubs and a few other teams, but golly, that is a beautiful uniform by the Braves. 1-2 pitch, high and away with the 4-seam fastball. 2 balls and 2 strikes to Ha-Seong Kim. Come on, Bryce. Keep wheeling and dealing, baby. And Ha-Seong Kim all the way to center field. Julio is there. And we got the great no-fly zone, 1 away. Nice job, Julio. I got the Oklahoma Sooners, Michigan Wolverines here in the studio. We got Mariners and Braves. I'm good to go, man. 69-3 win. Oregon over Oklahoma State. Couldn't have asked for anything better. Back-to-back pick sixes, which was ridiculous. I don't think I've ever seen that in an Oregon game ever. That was incredible. And again, we'll see what happens as the season continues. Great time of year. NFL, college football, and baseball. Yes, please. First pitch, fouled off by Ronald Acuna Jr., who didn't play yesterday like J.P. Crawford, just a day off. 0-1 count. Ronald Acuna Jr. in the box. Bryce Miller on the mound. Pitch is high and inside. 1 ball and 1 strike to Ronald Acuna Jr. 1-1 pitch, takes a strike swinging high and away. 1 ball and 2 strikes to Ronald Acuna Jr. One-two pitch, high and away. 2 balls and 2 strikes to Ronald Acuna Jr. Come on, Bryce. Sweet graphic. Had to be able to post it. Yeah, Bryce is looking pretty good so far, Blue Jay. I agree. 2-2 pitch. Big swing and a miss and a big punch out on Ronald Acuna Jr. Sit down. We like that. And that's 2 away. Nice job by Bryce Miller bringing that electricity. Nice job, Bryce. Next up is center fielder Michael Harris II. All right, 23 likes to get to the halfway point. Like, sub, donate, comment, share. If you haven't smashed that like button yet, please do. Help us get to 100 likes, 100 on that dono train. We're at 5 and 5 to 15 subs. Let's go. Plus, just the simple fact that, we already did a 3.5 hour, 4 hour stream, prior to this. So, anyone that can show some love and appreciation for someone sitting in a chair for 7 hours straight with no break, that would be me. Pitch fouled off, low and away with the splitter. 1 ball and 1 strike to Michael Harris II. 2-0 Mariner lead here at the bottom of the second with 2 outs, and we love it. With a 2-run blast by Julio Rodriguez with Cal, who ended up getting walked with the previous batter. We love it. And Harris, Julio is there. Oh, Julio! Wow, what a catch by Julio Rodriguez. Unbelievable. And that was very Ken Griffey Jr.-like. Unbelievable. That was beautiful. That would easily have been a double. if Julio didn't get that ball. Great job, Julio, saving us some RBIs and hits and runs already. Beautiful. You're the man, Julio. Making plays with his bat and his defense. Maybe this will be a game where he gets another home run. Could happen. Next up for the Mariners, we're already back at the top of the order in the third. I love that. 0 for 1, left fielder Randy Arozarena. Batting second, 0 for 0 with a walk. Catcher, big dumper, Cal Raleigh. And batting third, 1 for 1 with a run and 2 RBIs. Already has a 2-run blast to give us a 2-0 lead. Julio Rodriguez. He does it offensively and he does it defensively. Let's go. And honestly, us Mariner fans have been praying for this for weeks. And it finally looks like hopefully it'll come true as long as we don't have a meltdown in the bullpen. Come on, Randy. First pitch is inside, 1-0 count. One-0 pitch, low and away with a splitter. 2 balls and no strikes from Waldrep to Arozarena. And Hurston Waldrep is 4-0 with an ERA of 1.01. which is outstanding. But Julio said, I don't care, and hit a 2-run blast off of him, and we're not afraid. 2-0 pitch, low and away with a cutter. 3 balls and no strikes, and it looks like Waldrop might be having an early meltdown, and I like that. 3-0 pitch, and that's a walk. There we go. Waldrop with a meltdown. Love it. Randy to first with a walk. Cal with his first at-bat had a walk as well. Maybe we can get a Cal Raleigh home run here. Come on, Cal. Give me one of these, baby. Let's make it 4-0. I appreciate you. I don't really like to do back-to-back streams with no break, especially with my voice. And, I want to be able to spend time with my pup and, rest and eat and relax. But, it just so happens that the Ducks and Mariners play, right back-to-back. And I didn't want to do just one. Sometimes you got to push. And I'm not going to do 2 streams more than once a week. So, if I'm going to do it, it'll be Ducks Mariners until the Mariners season's over. And, there will be times where I might be doing 2 football games on a Sunday, but I got to look out for my long-term health too. So 1-0 pitch. Cal crushes it foul. 1 ball and 1 strike to big dumper Cal Raleigh. Come on, Cal. One pitch, high and away with a curveball. 2 balls and 1 strike to big dumper Cal Raleigh. Two-one pitch, foul towards the first base line. 2 balls and 2 strikes to big dumper Cal Raleigh. Come on, Cal. Come on, big dumper. All right, Michigan is kicking off to Oklahoma here. Just started. The best ranked matchup of the weekend as far as college football is concerned. Two-two pitch. Low and inside. Count now is full. 3 balls and 2 strikes from Waldrep to big dumper Cal Raleigh. Come on, Cal. Let's go, baby. See if we get on base with a single, or we'll take the walk if it's there. Throw to first. Randy is safe. Thankfully, Randy is not sleepwalking, at least early in the matchup. Three-two pitch. Outside, and Randy is safe. There we go. What do you know? We actually can steal a bag. Nice job, Randy. And Raleigh strikes out looking as Randy stole second, and that is 1 away. Get him next time, Cal. Next up is Julio Rodriguez, who already has a 2-run blast. Can he get another? See if we can get a single or an RBI. You know, getting 2 home runs in your first 2 at-bats is not very likely, but if Cal obviously can pick it up later in the game, maybe we can get Julio with a double here and we can make it 3-0 Mariners. Let's get a RBI, single RBI double. Come on now. 0-1 pitch. Chop foul towards third base. No balls, 2 strikes to Julio Rodriguez. Top of the 3rd inning, 2-0 Seattle. Come on, M's. Try dance up. Let's go, Mariners.
Oh my God.
0-2 pitch. Oh, he hit him. Jesus Christ. Hope he's okay. I mean, Julio's got all kinds of padding on both of his arms, thank God. And hopefully that doesn't look like a broken bone or anything like that. He shakes it off, but Julio goes to first. And thank God that Julio is so padded up, gets hit right on the elbow. But right on the elbow guard, and there's a reason why he's wearing one. Be careful, Hurston Waldrep. All right, here we go. Make him pay. Next up, first baseman Josh Naylor. So we got Julio with a 2-run blast, and he just got plunked in his second attempt. Now we have runners at first and second with 1 out for Josh Naylor. This would be a great time for a Naylor 3-run bomb, but he has been sick lately. And great to see him back in the lineup. But even getting a single or double here to make it 3-0, 4-0, or 5-0 with a 3-run blast would be so good for us Mariner fans. First pitch to Naylor is high and away, 1-0 count. One-0 pitch, low and at the knees. 2 balls and no strikes to Josh Naylor. Two-0 pitch with runners at first and second and 1 out. Waldrep on the mound. Josh Naylor in the ball. Great to see Josh back in the lineup. Naylor pops it up a mile. Should be a routine play for Michael Harris II, and it is. 2 away. Runners are stranded still at first and second. And next up is Eugenio Suarez. Come on, Gino. Single, double, 3-run blast. Make it happen. Let's make it 3-0, 4-0, or best case scenario, 5-0. Let's go. Take no prisoners. We've been so shitty on the road. At some point, something good has to happen for us, and I don't want to see a meltdown in the pen either. Trident's up. Let's go, M's. Come on, Gino. First pitch, inside to Gino, 1-0 count. Curveball missing the zone by a few inches. 1-0 pitch. Big swing and a miss by Gino. 1 ball and 1 strike to Eugenio Suarez. Waldrep on the mound. Gino in the box. One pitch. Check swing. Doesn't go. Pitches high and inside. 2 balls and 1 strike to Eugenio Suarez. Let's go. Two-one pitch. Fouled off towards the third base line. 2 balls, 2 strikes to Eugenio Suarez. 0-0 Michigan and Oklahoma. Primetime matchup for those 2 college football squads, both in the top 25. The only really solid ranked matchup with ranked opponents this Saturday evening. And big swing and a miss for Gino, and that is out number 3. Let's go to the bottom of the third. 2-0 Mariners. All right, next up in the bottom of the third inning, 0 for 0, catcher Sean Murphy. Batting second in the 9-hole, third baseman Nacho Alvarez Jr. And then back at the top of the order, 0 for 1, left fielder Jurickson Profar. Trident's up. Let's go M's. I'm going to go grab a little bit more water. Back. Thank God we're up 2-0, man. I don't know if I could have another, 2-0 deficit or 5-0 deficit. Thank God Bryce Miller is great. Thank God we have Rivas and Robles in the lineup. And again, thank God for Julio playing great defense and great offense today, because man, it has been so rough in these last 20, 21, 22 games, and a good chunk of those on the road. Sean Murphy in the box, Bryce Miller on the mound. They got Alan Ford, Harry Ford's dad, being interviewed in the stands. First pitch to Sean Murphy. Big swing and a miss. 0-1 count. Oh, 1 pitch. Big swing and a miss. No balls and 2 strikes to Sean Murphy. 0-2 pitch. Low and at the knees. 1 ball and 2 strikes from Miller to Murphy. Come on, Bryce. 1-2 pitch, fouled off, and is it going to stay in? No, it goes foul. About 10th row in. Bryce on the mound, Sean Murphy in the box. Bottom of the third inning, 2-0 Mariners. Let's go. Right ends up. Let's go M's. 1-2 pitch. Big swing and a miss, and a nice punch out there by Bryce Miller. Beautiful. Another K for Bryce. Waldrop's at 4 Ks. Miller's at 3. Good job. Keep pace with Waldrop. 1 away. Let's go, Bryce. Keep wheeling and dealing. First pitch to Nacho Alvarez Jr. High and away. 1-0 count. Come on, Bryce. 1-0 pitch, takes a strike looking right down the middle. 1 ball and 1 strike to Nacho Alvarez Jr. 1-1 pitch, low and away with a 4-seam fastball. 2 balls and 1 strike to Nacho Alvarez Jr. Two-one pitch, takes a strike looking right down the middle. 2 balls and 2 strikes with nobody on and 1 out. 2-0 Mariner lead with a Julio Rodriguez 2-run blast in the first inning. And again, a couple big defensive plays in the no-fly zone in center field for Julio as well that prevented any runs from scoring. And everything is going the way that we would hope that it would go with Ropes and Rivas in the lineup as well. 2-2 pitch, low and away. Count now is full. 3 balls and 2 strikes from Miller to Alvarez. Three-two pitch, slow dribbler, right up the middle. Rivas is there, throw to first to Naylor, got him. Nice job, baby. Next up, left fielder Jurickson Profar. Let's go, baby. Keep the momentum going. Keep it going, Bryce. First pitch to Profar, takes a strike looking, 0-1 count. 0-1 pitch, fouled off. Good souvenir for that fan. No balls and 2 strikes to Jurickson Profar. 7-0 Oklahoma over Michigan here early for the college football fans in the room. 0-2 pitch. High and inside. 1 ball and 2 strikes to Jurickson Profar. Bottom of the 3rd inning, 2-0 Mariners. Bryce Miller pitching great. Julio with a 2-run blast early. And again, hopefully we get a few more home runs with the Mariners before this one is up. One-two pitch. Low and at the knees. He's not really getting the corner calls for the punch outs, which he should, but we'll see how that goes. 2 balls and 2 strikes to Jurickson Profar. 2-2 pitch. Crushes it. And fading foul. Profar on the mound, or Profar in the box, excuse me. And Bryce Miller on the mound. Two-two pitch. Popped up. And Cal is hustling. And that is out number 3. Nice job by Cal Raleigh. There we go. Let's see if we can extend the lead and get a little bit more here. Let's go to the top of the 4th inning with a Mariner 2-0 lead. Next up for the Mariners, here in the top of the fourth inning, 0 for 1, Jorge Polanco. Batting second in the 7-hole, shortstop, 0 for 1, J.P. Crawford. And batting third, welcome back to the team. We've missed you desperately. Right fielder, 0 for 1 with a K, Victor Robles. But really the key for this team is Victor Robles playing every day and Leo Rivas playing every day. And if we can get both of these guys playing every day with the rest of the squad, not playing guys like Luke Raleigh, Dominic Canzone, Mitch Garver, for example, we play these guys instead. This will give us the best chance to catch up to the Astros and make a deep playoff run and make the playoffs instead of not making the playoffs. Man, that would be great. Talking into existence, Blue Jay. I would love that. Waldrep on the mound. Polo in the box. There we go. You read my mind. I was wondering where we were at, and you read it. 17 more likes to get to 50. Let's get there. We got about half of the people in the room that have hit the like button. If we can get the other half to do it, we can at least get closer to some of our goals, and that'll help get more recommendations and more individuals here that are looking for Mariners, Braves, or just MLB action. 1-1 pitch. Big swing and a miss. 1 ball and 2 strikes to Jorge Polanco. Waldrep on the mound. Polo in the box. Come on, Polo. One-two pitch. And he was framing it there, but he doesn't get the call. That low and inside pitch is not really getting the call by anybody. 2 balls and 2 strikes from Waldrep to Polo. 2-2 pitch. Slow dribbler towards first base behind the plate. Foul. Count still 2 balls, 2 strikes to Jorge Polanco. Two-two pitch. Fouled off again behind the plate. Polo in the box. Hurston Waldrep on the mound. 4-0 record with a 1.01 ERA. Julio hit a 2-run bomb off of him, but he's been pretty clean other than that. 2-2 pitch. Low and at the knees. Count now is full. 3 balls and 2 strikes for Jorge Polanco. Come on, Polo. 3-2 pitch, and that is a walk. There we go. 4th walk for Waldrep, and we'll take it. Polo goes to first. We'll take it. Next up in the 7-hole, shortstop J.P. Crawford. Let's go, J.P. Let's get on base, J.P. First pitch for JP takes a strike, 0-1 count. Oh, 1 pitch, low and at the knees. 1 ball and 1 strike to JP Crawford. Hurston Waldrep on the mound. Polo at first. JP Crawford in the box. Come on, JP. 1-1 pitch. Low and at the knees. Good catch there by Sean Murphy and good athleticism by JP to jump out of the way to not get hit by that ball. 2 balls and 1 strike to JP Crawford. Come on, JP. Two-one pitch. Big swing and a miss by JP. 2 balls and 2 strikes to JP Crawford. Top of the 4th inning, 2-0 Mariners. Bryce Miller has pitched well. Julio Rodriguez has played great defense and got a 2-run blast after Cal got walked in the 1st inning. And that's where we're sitting right now. Julio with a 2-run homer, 2-0 Seattle. Throw to first to keep Polo honest. He's safe. 7-0 Oklahoma over Michigan here early. Yeah, if he's going to, I mean, it's the first pitcher that we faced that has actually walked quite a few guys. I can't even tell you the last time that we've actually had anybody really get walked like this in a while. I mean, you know, maybe at home, but not on the road. Everyone has been pretty clean on the road against us, which is unfortunate. And, you know, if we're going to get walked 4, 5, 6 times, yeah, just like you said, we need to take advantage with stolen bags, hit and runs, and hopefully an RBI sequence for us at some point or another. 3-2 pitch. And JP fouls it off towards left field. Count still is full. 3 balls, 2 strikes to JP Crawford. But I agree 100%. We need to make them pay. JP in the box. Waldrep in the mound. Come on, baby. Three-two pitch, JP right up the middle, double play, throw to first, got him. And the one thing that we didn't want to have happen is a double play, and there it is. Hopefully that's the only double play that we hit into all year, or not all year, this game. Rest of the year, no double plays would be great. Next up is Victor Robles. Great to have you back, Victor. Missed you. Let's go, Victor. One of my favorite players on the team. Good vibes, great defender. And Victor in the gap. Go, go, go. Yes, go, go, go. There we go. Great double by Victor Robles in the gap, baby. There it is, baby. Nice job, Victor. Paying dividends already. And let's see if we can get him to come home with Leo Rivas. Let's go for a ground rule double, a RBI double, or a home run. Let's go, Leo. Bring that electricity. You've been the hottest hitter on the Mariners lately. Let's go. Come on, Leo. First pitch takes a strike looking high and away. 0-1 count. Top of the 4th inning, 2-0 Mariners in a must-win game for us here on the road. Waldrep on the mound, Leo Rivas in the box. And even though Leo might be small, looking like a JP Crawford, don't let that size fool you. He's got a lot of power in those legs and those arms. And he's a little bit more of a patient hitter than even JP. You know, he's a very good baseball IQ type of guy. And it's a damn shame that we just called him up. He should have already been on our team over Dylan Moore months ago. Like 3-4 months ago, Leo should have been on this team. And he's good enough to start. That's how good he is. But luckily, Dan recognized that. I was thinking that we could have Leo DH the rest of the year over Carver, but if they're going to have Polo DH and Leo play second, that's fine too. Big swing and a miss and a rare out for Leo Rivas. We leave one stranded, Victor Robles at second, but that's okay. Victor and Leo will help us win this game before the game is over, and we still got a 2-0 lead. All right, let's go to the bottom of the 4th inning and see who's up next for Atlanta. Next up for the Braves, 1-for-1, Matt Olsen. Batting second, 0-for-1, second baseman, Ozzie Albies. And batting third, 0-for-1 with a K, DHing Drake Baldwin. On the mound, Bryce Miller. Trident's up, let's go M's. Let him know, baby. Appreciate all your hard work, you know, on all the days that you have available to come through and hang out. And, you know, you do a great job. I don't even have to tell you what to say or what to do. You do it on your own. And you even did that before you became the lead guy. You know, captain was kind of having that role, obviously, until he got his new job. And I'm very appreciative and thankful that I have someone as consistent as you. And when you end up having a day off, usually captain's here. And if both of you guys are off, then I can handle the responsibility on my own and hope that a few of the regulars can step in and help when they can as well. First pitch from Miller to Olsen, high and away with a four-seam fastball, 1-0 count. Yeah, it's kind of a catch-22. It's like, who do you root for? Do you root for, you know, the Astros so we can get away from the Rangers, or do we root for the Rangers so we get closer to the Astros for winning the division? I mean, it's kind of a, you know, double-edged sword. You know, when one team wins, you gain a little ground in another way. If the other team wins, you know, you're gaining ground. But, you know, what is going to be more beneficial for us, to gain ground on the wild card or to gain ground on the divisional leader? Uh-oh, back. See ya! Matt Olsen crushes a home run, but thankfully it's only a solo jack. And now we're only up 2-1 rather than 2-0. He crushed the hell out of that baseball. Nice job by Matt Olsen. I'm not a hater. Thankfully, it was just a solo dinger. We can't afford 2-run, 3-run, or grand salamis. Next up is Ozzie Albies, and hopefully that'll be the only run that Bryce Miller gives up. He's been great so far. Second home run by Olsen. First pitch high and inside to Ozzie Albies, 1-0 count. And settle in, Bryce. You know, don't worry about that. Put that shit behind you. You know, we got a great lineup. Naylor's in the lineup. Robles is in the lineup. Rivas is in the lineup. Cal is catching, not Garver. You know, we got all the tools in the box to win today. Just got to get a couple more home runs, so that way if we have a meltdown in the pen, we're still up by like 3 or 4, not only up by like a run or 2, and then we lose. 2-0 pitch. Crushes it deep into left field. Randy is there, and he drops it. You fucking idiot, Randy. Jesus Christ. Come on, Randy. It's bad enough when you don't hustle and then you drop one in the outfield. Fucking A. What are we going to have to do? Bring Dominic Canzone or Luke Raley to steal your spot? Christ. Come on, Randy. Unbelievable. I mean, if you're going to be an all-star type of player, that is unacceptable. You know, you already take plays off and you're lazy. You don't hustle. And then you're going to drop pop-ups in your area now also? Come on, Randy. The only thing that's saving you from, you know, not being on the bench is that you actually can hit most of the time. But he's starting to turn into a one-way player and not a two-way player. Golly. Help Bryce out. Damn it. I hate it when we end up having great pitching and then someone fucks it all up for us, whether it be Gabe Spire yesterday and Randy right there. Damn it. That run better not fucking come home. And now we got a runner at second off of Randy's fucking drop, which he should have made. First pitch to Drake Baldwin fouled off. 0-1 count. Baldwin in the box. Bryce Miller on the mound. The last thing that we need is a Mariner meltdown. We've already seen fucking enough of those in the last 20 games. I mean, when you only win 3-4 games out of 20 games, fuck. Head into right field, but Robles is there. There we go. One away. But he ends up tagging up into third, safe. Too bad we didn't have 2 Victor Robleses, one in left field and right field with Julio in the middle. But, you know, we need a Victor Robles clone. Next up is shortstop Ha-Seong Kim. We need a double play, but it's hard to get one when you have a runner at third. Just got to be able to get a punch out and a pop up, or a pop up and a punch out. Keep that runner stranded at third. I mean, best case scenario, back-to-back punch outs on Ha-Seong Kim and Ronald Acuna Jr., but that might be easier said than done. 7-0 Oklahoma over Michigan at home. First pitch fouled off by Kim. 0-1 count. 0-1 pitch. Popped up. And that should be out number 2. We got lucky. Naylor's there. There we go. Runner still at third. And we need one more out. And let's see if we can get a pop-up, ground out, or a strikeout on Ronald Acuna Jr. Let's go. First pitch. Outside for a ball. 1-0 count. Pitch from Miller to Acuna Jr. Smoke him. Pitch is outside. 2 balls and no strikes from Miller to Acuna Jr. Come on, Bryce. You know it, baby. Let's go. Trident's up. Pitch. In there for a strike on the corner. Good call. Splitter in there. 2 balls and 1 strike from Miller to Acuna Jr. Come on, baby. Pitch. In there for a strike on the other corner. Beautiful pitch there by Bryce. 4-seam fastball on one corner, splitter on the other corner. Beautiful. 2 balls, 2 strikes with a runner at third and 2 outs. Fucking smoke his ass. Let's get this punch out. Come on, Bryce. 2-2 pitch. Pitch is inside. Count now is full. 3 balls and 2 strikes to Ronald Acuna Jr. Come on, Bryce. Count is full. 3 balls, 2 strikes. Runner at third with 2 outs. 3-2 pitch. Low and away, and that's a walk. Damn it. And Ronald goes to first. First walk, Bryce today. Next up, Michael Harris the second. Runners at first and third. We just need that force out at second. Pop up, ground out, strikeout. Strikeout looking, strikeout swinging. However we do it, let's get it done. Let's not let them tie the game up or take the lead. First pitch, Harris hits to Julio. And he says, Randy, get the hell out of the way. I'll catch it. And Julio does his job. And thankfully, Randy's error of dropping that ball didn't cost us a run, because we got this guy in the outfield, one of the best defenders in center field since Ken Griffey Jr., Julio Rodriguez, Pepe. End of the 4th inning, 2-1 Mariners. So we got a 2-run blast by Julio, a solo dinger by Matt Olsen, and that's where we sit right now in the top of the 5th inning. And let's see if Randy can make up for his bugaboo in this inning. Next up, 0 for 1 with a base on ball, Randy Arosarena. Batting second, big dumper, catcher Cal Raleigh. 0 for 1 with a run, base on ball, and a K. And batting third, 1 for 1 with a 2-run jack, Julio Rodriguez. Trident's up. Let's go, M's. grab some water here real quick. I'm back. Long day today. Did the Oregon Ducks versus Oklahoma State Cowboys. Had no rest and jumped right into this game. And again, Ducks won 69-3. Mariners are up 2-1 right now in the top of the fifth. And nothing would make my weekend better than seeing the Ducks, the Mariners, and the Bucks win all of today and tomorrow. Hopefully that happens. First pitch to Arosarena, low and at the knees with a splitter by Waldrep, 1-0 count. One-0 pitch, high and inside. 2 balls and no strikes to Randy Arosarena. Two-0 pitch, low and away. 3 balls and no strikes to Randy Arosarena. Hopefully Randy ends up taking the walk here. 3-0 pitch, takes a strike looking high and inside. 3-1 pitch, and that's a walk. There we go. I mean, anytime you have a 3-0 count, that 4th pitch typically is a strike. But if the pitcher is having a meltdown, pitch number 5 normally turns into a ball, and that turns into a 5-pitch walk, and it does right there. Waldrep has been walking a lot of batters for the Mariners, and that's helping. But we need to make him pay for it. Next up is Big Dumper Cal Raleigh. Let's get a 2-run jack by Cal Raleigh right here and go up 4-1. What do you say? Right here. And Randy stealing second, safe. And it rolls into center field. He wouldn't have made it to third. Thank God he didn't try. And Randy's a little slow getting up at second base. Hopefully he's okay. Trying to make up for that blunder of that drop ball he had in left field. No, not doing. I'm doing the Ravens and the Bills for Sunday Night Football, because usually for views, you know, we're gonna get better numbers if we do Monday night, Thursday night, and Sunday night. You know, and I need to rest my voice. You know, I've already, you know, been doing games every day, and you know, if I do 7 hours straight today and then I try to do 2 games tomorrow, I might not have energy or a voice on Monday and Tuesday. So I need to continue to keep my voice good. So I'll watch the Hawks and the Niners play, but I'm not going to stream it. So typically only I will do Sunday night, Monday night, Thursday night games, you know, so that way, you know, we still are not giving up on the Mariners. I'm going to make sure that we're, you know, doing a little bit of both. We're going to do Mariners, you know, on the daily. We're going to do Ducks weekly, and then we'll do Monday night, Thursday night, Sunday night for NFL. And we do WWE once a month. And then once the NFL season's over, a little NBA, a little NHL, a little NASCAR, but this is where we're at the moment. Monkey with a 20. Let them know. Get the likes up, baby. And a little line drive there. Flip to the pitcher, and that is 2 away. Appreciate you. Stacks. Racks with a little cactus jack. Bang, bang. Appreciate you. And we're at 25 on the Dono train. 75 to go. Thank you so much. Let me know if there's a particular player or thing that you want me to showcase later on, and I got you. Captain with a 10er. Appreciate you. Long day today, man. Stacks. Racks with a little cactus jack. Now we're at 35. 65 to go to hit the goal. Appreciate you, my guy. $10 Dono train. Bills and Ravens tomorrow, baby. And after the Chiefs lost to the Chargers, Justin Herbert looked good. Chiefs, you know, this might be the beginning of the end for them. Throw to first and got him. Damn. Julio Rodriguez couldn't run that out. But again, you know, the Chiefs play the Eagles next week, so they could go 0-2. But you know, all good things come to an end, whether it be the Patriots or the Chiefs. You know, and at some point, you know, things are going to be, you know, good for other teams. So if you're a Bronco fan, if you're especially a Raven or Bill fan, you're probably salivating at the chance of being able to represent the AFC in the Super Bowl. And it could happen. It could definitely be Bills or Ravens in the Super Bowl this year. We got a runner at third with 2 outs. Next up is Josh Naylor. Justin with a tenner. Appreciate you. Stacks. Rax with a little Cactus Jack. Bang, bang. Thank you so much. Justin with a tenner. He's hopping on the dono train. Will you? Appreciate you 3 for stepping up. Really the only underwhelming part of the Oregon Duck stream against the Oklahoma State Cowboys. I mean, we won 69-3. We had back-to-back pick sixes. We hit almost 13,000 views. I'm not really sure about the likes where we were there, but I do know the donos were a little lower than expected. But, again, hopefully, next time around, we'll get some people to show a little bit more love there. But I didn't get a chance to take any rest. And as soon as the game ended, I started this stream. So I'm definitely a little gassed. I won't lie, but I'm going to rest my voice tomorrow. I'll watch the Mariners go against the Braves at 9 a.m. I'm going to watch the Bucks beat the Falcons at 10 a.m. And then we'll do the Bills and Ravens to just give my voice a little bit of a rest. So that way, when we do Mariner streams and, Monday Night Football and, things of that nature, that I actually can do it. So. .3-0 pitch from Waldrep to Naylor, and Julio Rodriguez with a 2-run blast in the first inning. They walked Cal, Julio homered, and then Matt Olsen just went for a solo dinger a few minutes ago, and Bryce has pitched great. So again, we don't have to have a meltdown, or at least we don't hope we have a meltdown by like a Gabe Spire like yesterday, and as long as we continue, we should be able to hit another home run or 2 or get a couple more ribbies, and hopefully we can hit that 5-run number, and if we do, we're going to win this game. Especially with Castillo on the mound tomorrow, that could be an automatic L unless he pitches lights out and we score 10 runs. I highly doubt that he'll be great, but you never know. Naylor, throw to first, and that is out number 3. We leave a runner at third stranded, and we're still up a run. Trident's up. Let's go, M's. I don't think I have a whole lot of faith in Randy, honestly, because Randy is the laziest player on the team. The only thing that's saving Randy right now is that he's got home runs and he can hit. But as far as a defensive player, lazy. He ended up making an error in left field and dropping a fly ball. And he's not very good at stealing bags and being aware on the base paths. Now, do I like Randy? Yeah, I do. It's just that I expect him to play like Victor and Julio. And again, it's just, I don't know what it is about him. Lack of effort, a lack of, whatever, is going on with him internally. But, I really would hope that the Mariners staff would grab an iPad and point, and every time he fucks up, say, look, this is you. You're hurting the team. You might think you're a superstar, but you're not playing like one. You might be able to get home runs and hits and RBIs. And, I hope he goes off and crazy in the playoffs like he did in 2020 with the Rays, but I don't have a whole lot of faith in him. I got a lot more faith in almost everyone else. Cal, Julio, Naylor, even though Gino is on and off, I got more faith in him, Polo, JP, and I definitely have more faith in Victor Robles and Leo Rivas than him. But, we're going to need him to play well to make a run. It's just that disappointing that he's only a one-way player. He's not a two-way player. So, yeah, I mean, I don't know if he thinks he's the, too cool for school. I'm the best player on the team. I'm an all-star, but again, it's like he needs to have a reality check and realize that, hey, you're great as a hitting player, but you're not very good, in defense. You're probably the worst defender on the team. And again, I don't think anyone has pointed that out to him. Like, dude, you're lazy. You don't run hard, to ground balls in your area. People that end up hitting a single, you're lazy. It turns into a double. They hit a double, it turns into a triple because he doesn't throw it hard enough, into the infield. And again, I hope he gets better, but just an observation, as a Mariner fan, it's unacceptable to be lazy like that and not have effort. And, he's the biggest liability in the starting lineup to me, especially defensively. But as far as offense, I love what he does there, even though he is streaky himself, just like Gino and Polo. But, it is what it is. I like complete players, offense and defense, like Julio and Robles. And if I had to choose between Robles and Randy, Robles 1,000%. There's no scenario that I pick Randy over Robles ever. Pitch is low and away. 1 ball and 1 strike to Sean Murphy. 7-0 Oklahoma over Michigan. Sean Murphy in the box, and Bryce Miller pitching a gem so far on the mound. I mean, again, we've had some pretty good starters to start to pick it up lately, but then the bullpen has fucked us. Rivas is there, throw to first, and Rivas should be the everyday second baseman moving forward. And then have Polo at DH. I was thinking you could have Polo, play, and then have maybe Rivas be the DH, but Rivas is a good defender. Having Rivas and JP together, that's a good combo there. And obviously that means Cole Young is out, but I don't think anyone will mind if Leo Rivas is getting home runs, ground rule doubles, and playing great defense. Like, we love Cole Young, but Leo at this point is a better player and can give us more wins than Cole Young can. And I think most of you guys in the room would agree. I want to see Luke play. I want to see Dom play. I want to see Cole Young play, but you have to be able to figure out who the best options are. And having Garver at DH every day is not going to be the answer for us to be able to catch up to the Stros or make the wild card. If anything, it's going to fuck us. First pitch to Nacho Alvarez Jr. fouls it off, 0-1 count. 0-1 pitch, high and away. That gets the strike call. No balls and 2 strikes to Nacho Alvarez Jr. Yeah, but the only problem about Randy is for every base that he steals, he ends up getting thrown out, a few times also. So it kind of cancels each other out, Him and Polo have been pretty bad on the base paths lately, and we've seen Julio get thrown out, Cal get thrown out, everyone gets thrown out, and we got to make sure that if we get guys on base that we're not getting those guys thrown out. And I know they want to get a runner in scoring position from first to second, but you have to be able to time it, and I feel like the timing has been off, for some of those guys too. 0-2 pitch, low and away, 1 ball and 2 strikes. To Nacho Alvarez Jr. 1-2 pitch and a dribbler into right field. Robles is there and he hustles, throws to second, and he is safe. But at least you see Victor try, and he actually throws hard into the infield. When Randy gets a ball after jogging to it for like a minute, what is the purpose of just flinging it? Like, I need you to throw that ball to make sure that, that guy doesn't go to third. And that was a good hit there by Nacho. And hopefully we keep him on the base paths. Nice double by Nacho Alvarez Jr. Next up is Jurickson Profar. We need a double play to get out of this inning. Slow dribbler to either JP or Leo Rivas. Throw to Naylor, and let's get out of this inning. But the big difference is having Naylor back in the lineup and having Robles and Leo Rivas in the lineup also. And then when you have those 3 guys, which we haven't had lately, and if we have those 3, it gives the other 6 that dominance where we have no weaknesses now. 1 through 9, there's not one player that you can say is a weakness besides maybe Randy on defense, and that's it. So, but offensively, no weaknesses. And that's, exactly what you want to see. First pitch, low and at the knees to Profar, 1-0 count. 1-0 pitch, high and inside, takes a strike there. 1 ball and 1 strike from Miller to Profar. Profar in the box. And Bryce Miller on the mound. Let's go, Bryce. One pitch, big swing and a miss. I like that, baby. 1 ball and 2 strikes to Jurickson Profar. Polo can't play left. And again, I'm not sure when you're going to see Ford catch, because we're in a critical stretch right now. We can't afford for Ford to come in there and, go 0 for 5 and then, end up, having a couple wild pitches get past him and then we lose. So again, we have to be very cautious. We want Harry Ford to get experience, but, based on the position that we're in, where every game is a must-win game, I'm not sure if we even really want Harry Ford to catch at this point in 2025. At some point, will we have him catch? We might, but again, they trust Mitch Garver a little bit more, at least catching the baseball. And again, you're never going to know how good Harry Ford is going to be, if he's going to have nerves or not. But the last thing that we need is Ford to get in there, go 0 for 5, and then to have a couple wild pitches, and then we end up losing 2-1, and then our playoff chances go out the window. So I do want Ford to play catcher, but again, we might have to wait for Garver to be off the team next year with Luis Castillo, and then Harry can be the backup catcher to Cal Raleigh. Now, if they would have brought Harry Ford up months ago, then he would be the backup guy, and maybe we would have deactivated Garver by now. But, Mariners took too long. It would have been good to have a couple months under his belt in, summer before now where every game is critical. Popped up, and Gino is there for 2 away. Down goes Profar. Next up, first baseman Matt Olsen, who's got one of the highest consecutive game streaks going. He's not going to be Cal Ripken Jr., but it's definitely a high number. I saw the stat a couple days ago. And again, he hit a home run to get them to get to 1 instead of being down 2-0. But hopefully no home runs here. We need an out for Bryce Miller here in the Seattle Mariners. Of course, I put Olsen on the thumb, and then he gets a homer. All right, we've got a mount there by Woodworth and Cal Raleigh. Come on, Bryce. And Olsen is 2 for 2, single and a home run. Come on, Bryce. First pitch, crushes it foul. 0-1 count. That one was a little scary. Love the jerseys and the batting helmets and the pants for the Braves. That's a fashion statement right there. Love the look. Some teams have better alternate jerseys, throwback jerseys than others. The Braves jerseys that they're wearing today are magnificent. 10 out of 10. 0-1 pitch, low into the dirt. And Cal with the big chest makes sure it doesn't go past him. 1 ball and 1 strike to Olsen. Come on, baby. Matt Olsen in the box. Bryce Miller on the mound. Come on, Bryce. It's Miller time. Bottom of the 5th inning, 2-1 Mariners. Runner at second with 2 outs. Olsen in the box, Miller on the mound. 1-1 pitch. Chops it foul, no fair. Throw to first. Got him! There we go. Keep that runner stranded, baby. And now it's time for us to be able to extend our lead to get to 3 or 4. Let's go. End of the 5th inning, 2-1 Mariners. And there's no ifs, ands, or buts. We can't have any meltdowns by the pen. Absolutely not. We've already gone through too much heartache and pain. We have to win, especially knowing that Castillo's on the mound tomorrow and we're playing at 9 a.m. He might give up 5, 6, 7 runs. If we score 8 to 10 runs, yeah, we might be able to win tomorrow, but who knows if we can do that. It's probably not likely. So, unless Luis is lights out and we score 5 or more, and they end up shitting the bed, starting pitching and bullpen, then yeah, but I assume we're going to lose tomorrow. So that's why this game is such an essential win. But who knows? If we win this game, maybe that momentum, Uncle Mo, will carry over to Castillo and his dreams tonight, and maybe he actually will pitch good for once, and we can actually get the bats to come alive while he's on the mound, and we can actually fucking win a series instead of only winning 1 out of 3. And then we come back home to the Cardinals, and we're going to take care of business at home as long as Naylor, Robles, and Rivas are in the lineup. That's going to make a huge difference for us. Trident's up. Let's go. Like, sub, donate, comment, share. If you haven't smashed that like button yet, please do. Help us get 100 likes, 100 on the dono train, and 5 to 15 subs. Let's go. What's good, brother? Good to see you. Good to see you, Jeremy. Well, yeah, 2022, man. I mean, but you got to think, if you feel like it's been a long time, it's been like 3 years. Imagine being me and a lot of the other people in the room that had to go through 20 years. Imagine me, rocking the gear, yelling at the TV, buying the jerseys, and watching every game beginning to end, knowing you have zero chance of making the playoffs for 20 years in a row. I mean, it really does take a special type of person to be a fan of this team. And again, but we've turned the page and we turned the corner. And I really do believe we are going to go to the playoffs a lot from 2022 to 2042. I believe we will go like 13 times. We'll miss it like 7, but out of 13 times, hopefully we go to the World Series once or twice. And hopefully out of those once or twice, going to the big, World Series, hopefully we win at least one, but again, it's so hard to get there. But if we keep building the way that we've been building since 2022, there is a chance that we could actually make our dreams come true at some point or another. Same thing with the Oregon Ducks. If Dan Lanning stays, in the next 10 years, you would assume they'll go to at least a natty or 2. They may not win the first time they go, but they're good enough, to more than likely win a natty at some point if Dan Lanning stays. 2-0 pitch. And there for a strike. Munoz for the Braves into the matchup, and Suarez in the box. (7-0) Oklahoma on Michigan still. 3-1 pitch, low and away, and that is a walk to Gino. Dixon Way in the building. What's good? How are you? Next up is 0 for 1 with a walk, Jorge Polanco. Come on, Polo. Yeah, absolutely. That's absolutely true. The only really good team for sure that you can say right now in Oregon and Washington, you got the Sounders for soccer, that ended up, making some history a few days back. And then the Oregon Ducks. Everyone else, the Mariners could join that group, but again, it's like Blazers, Seahawks, Kraken, Sonics will be back pretty soon, Beavers, Cougs. I mean, obviously the Huskies look like they could be pretty good too, but it's like only a couple teams in Oregon and Washington out of like 10, are actually going to be kind of, significant. Ducks, Huskies, Mariners, those are going to be, kind of the main ones. And obviously we want to be able to, throw the Mariner team in the mix as well. But Oregon Ducks, Washington Huskies, Seattle Mariners, there's a few. But not a lot. And there's other teams that have been kind of on the bubble. And usually it takes a long time for our teams to get good. But once they get good, they get championship good. And we may not win the championship, but we'll get there. Just like the Huskies did with Michael Penix Jr. and whatnot. But, it's hard being a fan, but it makes it worthwhile. Because when we end up being great, we're not bandwagon. And a lot of Pacific Northwest fans are super intelligent. They're not dumb fans. They read, they watch film, they watch the games. They're not stupid. And Gino goes into second, and I feel like we're going to have a meltdown by Munoz here. And we're not talking about Andres. Obviously, we're talking about Munoz there for the Braves. Roldy Munoz. Roddery Munoz. Blazers will be fun. I'll be going to a couple games. Yang was the steal of the draft, a shorter version of Yao Ming. Dame is back, but he's injured. And again, when you end up losing certain pieces, You're not going to be able to keep everyone like Anthony Simons going to Boston, but I like the way that the Blazer team is sitting. We're focused on defense and rebounding, and then eventually things will come together. So Blazers will be fun, but I don't know if they're good enough to make the playoffs this year. They're going to be battling for that 8 seed, but if they don't make it this year, next year, after the 2025 season, they might be able to make it. But I think they'll have a chance for the 8 seed this year. I really do. Next up is JP Crawford. Come on, JP. We need you to get on base. Bay. Top of the 6, 2-1 Mariners. Munoz on the mound. Crawford in the box. 0-1 pitch outside. 1 ball and 1 strike to JP Crawford. Come on, baby. Let's go Mariners. Tridents up. One pitch. Big swing and a miss by JP. 1 ball and 2 strikes to JP Crawford. If the super chat is fucking up, you can also do Cash App and Venmo. I'm not sure if you have those available to you, but you have those options as well. Plus, we get a little bit more here. If you do Cash App or Venmo, I get 99% of that. If you donate through the super chat through YouTube, I only get like 65% of that total amount. And then YouTube and Google take the rest. So, whatever way works best for you. But if there are issues with the super chat for you or your card, you can always go Cash App or Venmo if you have them. And if you want to go that alternate route, I can give you, the information on how to send it if you want to go that route. But it obviously is totally up to you. But we've had 4 donations come through already through the super chat. B Woods with a $5, Monkey with a 20, Captain with a 10, and Justin Hall with a 10. So hopefully, maybe you need to refresh the YouTube, maybe check your card. It probably has nothing to do with your card. It's probably YouTube because you've already donated before. So, usually it's not going to be like, oh, your card expired. You would know that. So usually it's a YouTube error. Maybe it needs just to be refreshed or something of that nature. But if it gets too frustrating, let me know, and I give you an alternate method to go. So, yeah, it did work yesterday. Correct. Yeah. But down on the bottom of the ticker, we'll have my Cash App. And then if you don't have Cash App and want to do Venmo, I can always give the information for Venmo. So usually I don't have the Venmo down on the ticker just because not as many people do Venmo compared to Cash App. But usually people will mention, hey, I don't have a Cash App. Do you have a Venmo? And then, I'll throw that in there. So, okay. Keep trying, brother. But the Cash App is $ORIONNWSF. And then, anyone that needs the Venmo, I can always put that into the ticker as well. Yeah, but again, once we get back onto a win streak, we'll get more people. A lot of the fair weather fans that kind of gave up on the Mariners when we ended up, hitting a wall, they'll be back. And again, when you only win 3 or 4 games out of 20, some of the fair weather fans are not going to stick it out. Only the diehard fans are going to, keep grinding it out here with me. So. Next up is Victor Robles. Now Pierce Johnson coming in for Munoz, who wasn't very good, but didn't give up the big play. First pitch, takes a strike looking inside the Victor Robles 0-1 count. Come on, Victor. One of my favorite players on the team. And again, just imagine if Victor never got hurt, but again, he hustles. Could you imagine Randy, running into the wall or running into a pole or the net? He never would, Julio and Victor would for sure, because they're like Griffey. They're going to sacrifice their body for the team. They're not lazy. And that's one thing that really irks me is laziness. And 0-2 pitch, and he got the K on Victor, and that is strike 3. It's okay, Victor. I still love you. Next up, Leo Rivas. And Leo can get a ground rule double, a home run, a single, a double, a triple. He can steal bags. He can bunt. But now with 2 outs, let's hope that Leo can make a big play, and maybe Leo will be the hero if we can get a big play here. First pitch, low and at the knees, 1-0 count. No worry, nobody. Just the simple fact that you would even would consider supporting me means everything. The biggest honor that you can get as a streamer is, not just the likes and the subs and the views and the shares of the stream, but it's the donation, because you're not only supporting, someone that is a streamer or a YouTuber, you're supporting someone's dream, especially someone like me that's been doing this full time for 3 or 4 years. And this is my 13th year streaming, 9th on YouTube. Next year will be 14 years and my 10th year on YouTube. And this is my full-time job, my full-time income. So I have no other side hustles coming in. And popped up into left field, and that is out number 3. Down goes Leo Rivas. We leave 2 stranded, but hopefully the next inning will be the inning where we end up getting to 3, 4, or 5. Pitching hasn't been the greatest, and then once the starting pitching got better, then the bullpen fucked us like Gabe Spire yesterday. Hitting hasn't really been on point yet, but again, I do believe once we play the Cardinals at home, we are going to feel the energy of the crowd and we'll get on a nice win streak. Even though playing down to the competition could happen, because the Cardinals are not a playoff team, but I think the vibes from the crowd will help us and will us to victories. Let's go to the bottom of the 6th inning. Next up, 0 for 2, second baseman Ozzie Albies. Batting second, 0 for 2, DHing Drake Baldwin. And batting third, 0 for 2, Ha-Seong Kim. But the NFL streams have been a success. I ended up doing Eagles and Cowboys, and we got almost 6,000 views. Did the first Duck stream of the year, hit 13,000 views. So it feels like, even though the views, typically are 2,000 to 9,000 for the Mariners streams, if some of the fair weather fans are going to give up when the Mariners are hitting a wall and then we go down under 2,000 views, eventually once we start getting good again with Robles, Naylor, and Leo Rivas, we should start, climbing it again to 2,000, 3,000, 4,000, 5,000 and up at that point. So, we're doing a good job. Again, it's all I can do is give you my all and then hope that the right people recognize it, support, and we can continue this dream. Yeah, and I feel like I'm the one of the most, genuine, honest streamers that's really out there. I feel there's a lot of people that are only in it for just the money, and they try to put on this act like they're a good person, but in reality they're not, but I feel that, we call it how we see it. We don't have any bias. We recognize greatness, even if it's on the opposing team. And we love, sports. We're fanatics here, right? First pitch from Miller to Albies. Knuckle curve, low and away, 1-0 count. Miller on the mound. Ozzie Albies in the box. One 1-0 pitch, slow dribbler. Naylor is there. And, just having Naylor back today shows you how much better he is at first base than Donovan Solano, Luke Raleigh, or anybody else they put at first. A lot of guys, they can't do the job. And Ty France, was pretty good, but Naylor's 1,000 times better offensively and defensively. And again, Naylor is a guy that we should lock up if we can, if he wants to come back. Obviously, Naylor over Gino, even though we love Gino, but Gino's getting a little older. And if we had to choose between Naylor and Gino, the answer is Naylor. And then obviously Logan Gilbert's contract at some point will be coming up, and we want to make sure we extend him as well. First pitch to Drake Baldwin. Takes a strike looking high and away. 0-1 count. Nobody. There it goes. It worked. Nobody is a somebody. I appreciate you, man. Thank you for not giving up on me. Stacks, racks with a little Cactus Jack. Bang, bang. $20 holla after had issues with YouTube. But that's not going to stop nobody's dono train attempts. Appreciate you, my guy, very, very much. Thank you. Yeah. And again, I feel that, not only being transparent, honest, and genuine and, recognizing greatness, how many, YouTube channels do everything on a high level? Not many. There's a lot that just stick to just NFL, just baseball, or maybe they do 2 sports. But you usually don't see someone that does literally everything, including wrestling and NASCAR. And then once in a while, once every few years, maybe even UFC or boxing. So, and that takes a lot of dedication on my part because I got to read and do film study to make sure I'm an expert on everything. And that's not easy to do, to try to be an expert not only on your favorite teams and your favorite players, but to try to be an expert of the league, MLB, NBA, NHL, MLB, NFL, college football, WWE, all of that. And slow dribbler right up the middle, and a nice base knock there by Baldwin. Good effort there by Rivas and JP, but it came right in between the both of them there. Nice job by Drake Baldwin. Next up is shortstop Ha-Seong Kim. And again, there's quite a few different streamers out there that, will have, fancy graphics and, different movable things, but again, I don't think that there's many people that fully produce the show on the fly and do play-by-play in color and give you HD 4K photos of all the players. I mean, it takes a lot of effort, but I think it's all worth it at the end of the day. Dave with a 549er. Appreciate you. I don't know, from Canada. Our Canada audience has gone up considerably as well. Appreciate you, Mr. Everett. Thank you, Dave. Stacks, Racks with a little Cactus Jack, bang, bang. Dave is getting in on the dono action. Appreciate you. Following up Nobody's 20, 549. We appreciate you. Thank you so much. Dono train activated. Shout out to Dave and shout out to Nobody, who is a somebody. And then right now we got to do a shout out to B Woods with the 5er, Monkey Kung Fu with the 20, Captain with the 10er, Justin with the 10er, Nobody with the 20, who is a somebody, and Dave with a 549er. You guys are great. Thank you so much. 2-1 hit. Right past him. And back-to-back hits there for Bryce Miller. We may have to pull him. Now you got runners at first and second with 1 out. But again, if we pull him and we bring someone in, we can't have a Gabe Spire situation. Otherwise, the game will be over. So, again, we have to make sure we bring in the right guy. And, I mean, who would that guy be? Would it be Brash? Brash was pretty good yesterday. But, again, I'm not sure. The longer we go here, we're going to be on the cusp of something bad happening if we wait too long. Next up is Ronald Acuna Jr., who had the day off yesterday. But again, anytime you have runners at first and second with no outs or 1 out and you're about to exit the matchup and you're in the 6th or 7th inning or even in the 5th, you have to be very cautious here. Because, I mean, with one swing, it will be 4-2 and we might lose. So I hope we can figure it out here. We've been able to keep them stranded. We've only given up the Matt Olsen solo dinger, and hopefully that will stay true. 1-0 pitch. Low and away. 2 balls and no strikes from Miller to Acuna Jr. I mean, if we wait till it's bases loaded with 1 out, we're going to be fucked. Then the game will be 2-2, probably 3-2. I think I would have pulled Bryce. I mean, we need a double play right here. Plain and simple. Slow dribbler up the middle. 2-0 pitch. Popped up and foul. I mean, unless we can get a foul ball, to be caught in foul territory and then get a punch out on the next batter or something of that nature. But we're going to need a little luck here. Ronald Acuna Jr. in the box, and we still got Bryce Miller struggling here in the 6th inning. 2-1 lead. We can't lose this game. 2-1 pitch. Pop foul. 2 balls and 2 strikes to Acuna Jr. Come on, Bryce. You've done so well up to this point. Don't blow it. We've already gone through mental anguish and mental health issues dealing with this Mariner team on this road trip. The last 20 games have been fucking hell. 2-2 pitch. Close to that fucking corner, but doesn't get the call. Count now is full. 3 balls and 2 strikes, and this is the game right here. This is the most critical point of the game up to this point. We got to get him out. Come on. Come on, Bryce, please. Sports gods, help. 3-2 pitch, and he steps off the mound. At least it wasn't a balk. 29 to go on the Dono train. Let's go, baby. 7-0 Oklahoma still. Michigan ain't the same without Harbaugh. Same thing could be said for Alabama with no Saban. Steps off the mound. Bottom of the sixth. Runners at first and second with one out. Back-to-back singles for the Braves. And now we got Ronald Acuna Jr. with a full count with one out. Smoke him! 3-2 pitch. And he walked him. Fuck, we need to pull him now. I mean, are we really going to keep him in there with bases loaded and one out? Now you make the move. But you made the move one batter too late, Dan. And now you have to assume, unless we get a double play, it's going to be 2-2 in a heartbeat here. Possibly we're even down 3-2 maybe. And now the big question is who are you bringing in? Let's look at Bryce's final line. I mean, he did good up to that point. 5.1 innings pitched, 5 hits, 1 earned run, 2 walks. Only 3 Ks, 92 pitches, 55 strikes, 5.40 ERA, but he only gave up a run. So, but again, we're on the brink of giving up a lot if we can't get these last 2 outs. I mean, it's got to be like Brash or Bizzardo, right? I mean, I don't think I would trust Carlos Vargas in this situation, but Vargas actually has been pretty good lately. You know, it's like the guys that we normally trust, Brash, Bizzardo, Spire, and Munoz have been shaky. And Carlos Vargas actually, you know, instead of being the worst player on the team with Dylan Moore, he actually got us out of a couple jams, you know, within the last few weeks. But I don't think I would trust him here. And again, even if you bring in Brash, you know, he was good yesterday, but the prior 2 or 3 outings, he was terrible. So I don't know. Anybody but Gabe Spire, you know, I think it has to be Brash or Bizzardo right here. Brash, Bizzardo, or Vargas, but, you know, we'll see what direction they go. And it looks like they're going Spire. No! Why? Why Spire? No! I mean, didn't we watch the game yesterday? Jesus Christ. Bases loaded and you're going to bring in Spire? Oh, no. This game might already be over. Jesus Christ. Are you kidding me? What is Dan Wilson thinking? Fucking A. Are you kidding? I would rather have Carlos Vargas blindfolded right now than fucking Spire after what he did to us yesterday. Jesus Christ. Are you kidding me? Is Dan on drugs? What the fuck are you doing? I mean, is he asking for us to lose? I'm so confused right now. And is it possible that Gabe gets out of this? Yeah, but I don't trust him. Popped up, going long, going deep, but Julio is there and caught, thank God, tagging up from third, and now the game is tied. So I guess it could have been worse. 2-2 game now, and now we have to make sure we keep it 2-2. Now with runners at first and third with 2 outs. Mike in the building, what's good? Well, I'm not the only one that thinks that, right? I mean, why the hell would you bring in a guy that blew the game yesterday for, you know, anybody but him? And then they bring that guy in. But at least he didn't give up the grand salami. The grand salami. I mean, my computer would have went fucking out the window maybe if Gabe would have gave up the grand salami. But that wouldn't have been good for me because it's expensive. All right, here we go. Bottom of the sixth, 2-2 tie, runners on the corners, and we just need one more out. And hopefully we can get it here. Next up is Sean Murphy, who didn't play yesterday. Murphy in the box. And I don't even want to show his photo. I mean, he's not worthy of a photo unless he pitches well. Spire on the mound, Murphy in the box. Dribbler, there we go. Flip to second, yes! And Gabe does a good job, thank God. Perfectly hit ball, and we get a fly out and a ground out. And okay, now you get a photo, Gabe. You've earned a photo now since you did your job. Where was that fucking yesterday, you bum? I mean, imagine if Gabe were able to do that yesterday. We would have won yesterday, damn it. But I guess it's better than him blowing 2 games in a row. And then we would be saying, well, we don't even want you on the team. Damn it. All right. All right, Gabe, you get a photo. I'll give you even 2 for getting out of that jam. It could have been better, not giving up a run. But, I mean, we're tied now. It is what it is. Making me lose my goddamn mind, bringing in Gabe Spire after blowing the game yesterday. Oklahoma scoring another touchdown, 14-0 against Michigan. All right, you Pat McAfee lookalike. You actually did a good job. Thank you. Mariner fans, salute. All right, now it's time for us to be able to take the lead. Next up, 0 for 1 with 2 walks, Randy Arosarena. Batting second, 0 for 2 with a run, base on ball and a K. We're looking for another home run. Come on, Cal Raleigh. And batting third to give us a 2-run blast in the first inning, 1 for 2, Julio Rodriguez. Hell, we might need Julio to hit a second home run to win this game. Yeah, well, it's true, though, right? I mean, Vargas and Dylan Moore were the 2 worst players on the team, but Vargas has turned it around, and we want to make sure when guys turn it around, we're not going to continuously shit on them. It's like Donovan Solano, terrible, and then he got good. Not great, but better than what he was, right? And, sometimes guys start strong, like Dylan Moore, and then they suck, and other guys start terrible, like Donovan Solano, Julio, and then get better later in the year. But, it's kind of a blessing that Vargas finally got better, since we sent like Kowar and Legomina and some of these other dog shit guys in the pen away from the team. But, I have a little faith in Vargas, not a lot, but a hell of a lot more than I did in the beginning of the season, which was 0 faith. So. Let's go, baby. It's 2-2 tie. Griffey loves it. And then we got Desbel Hernandez coming into the game. Hopefully he has a fucking meltdown for the ages. Now, do a side-by-side with Pat McAfee and Gabe Spire. That's twins. And there we go. Randy with a single into right field. It wasn't really hit that hard, but we'll take that. Nice job, Randy. There we go. This is the inning that we take the lead. Next up is big dumper Cal Raleigh. Could we get a home run here by Cal to give us a 4-2 lead? This would be the time to do it, baby. Let's go. Come on, Cal. And it's halftime, 14-0 Boomer Sooners over Michigan. Michigan fans thinking they were going to win this game. Not so fast. We need the biggest dump of all dumps ever. Double-decker dump. Is that 51 home runs? I need home run number 52. Sports gods, you hear me? Please. 1-0 pitch. Cal crushes it into center field, but it stays in play. Damn it. And that is 1 away. All right, no home run for Cal Raleigh, but maybe we can get a second home run for Julio here. And Randy's on the ground. Top of the 7th inning, 2-2 tie. Must-win game for the Seattle Mariners. And Randy getting into second safe. That's much better than him getting thrown out. All right, Julio, you got a good RBI situation here. First pitch takes a strike looking. 0-1 count. 0-1 pitch, fouled off. Come on, Julio. 0-2 count. That's not ideal. Grind this out, baby. Oh, 2 pitch. Hernandez to Rodriguez, high and away. 1 ball and 2 strikes to Julio Rodriguez. Come on, J-Rod. A big RBI single, big RBI double. Let's get a 3-2 lead. We got to talk it into existence, baby. 1-2 pitch. Julio crushes that one foul behind the plate. 1 ball and 2 strikes from Hernandez to Julio. Come on, J-Rod. Pitches low and away. 2 balls and 2 strikes to Julio Rodriguez, and that could have been strike 3, and it probably should have been. Bad call by that ump. That should have been strike 3 on Julio, but again, ump making a couple mistakes here with the strike zone. 2-2 pitch, fouled off. Julio now getting the count back into his favor. 2 balls, 2 strikes to Julio Rodriguez. Runner at second, Randy Arosarena. And we definitely need an RBI or home run desperately. 2-2 pitch, low and into the dirt. Count now is full. Hitters count. 3 balls, 2 strikes. And at Julio, if it's not there, don't fucking swing. Take the walk. Come on, Julio. 3-2 pitch. Fouled off. Out of play. Trident's up. Let's go, M's. Come on, J-Rod. Three-two pitch. Julio hitting it deep into center field, and it's gone. Let's go. Let's go. Woo! Julio, 30th home run. Let's go. Boom. I guess all those home run photos worked, huh? Let's go. 4-2 Mariners. And I did say, hey, we might need Julio to hit 2 home runs today. And guess what? He did. And again, great job defensively. And again, when he was making some big plays on the defensive side, you know, that kind of made me think maybe he could homer late in the game. And thank God he's on our team. Way to bring the electricity. Julio Rodriguez single-handedly winning the game for us at this point. Naylor, slow dribbler, and that is 2 away. Wow. Down goes Naylor. Next up is Gino. Let's go, baby. Sports gods know how much pain we've gone through, you know, in these last 20 games and only winning like 3 or 4. And that's exactly the meltdown that we fucking needed. Remember, Julio was in an 0-2 count. If that was at the beginning of the year, what do you think would have happened? Strike 3, right? And it's already over. And he was able to work, and then finally get that pitch. And then to be able to get it over Michael Harris II's head. Beautiful. We fucking love it. 30th homer by Julio. Let's go. Fuck yeah. Fuck yeah. Huge. Gino going deep, and Gino, woo! Let's go. Oh, baby, we're going to win now, baby. Let's go. Let's go. Gino says goodbye. Woo! Good vibes only. 5-2 Mariners. Hell yeah. And we had to get to 5 runs, 7 to 10 hits, and we were waiting for a meltdown. We had a Gabe Spire meltdown yesterday. Now it's their turn to feel the fucking pain. Goodbye, Gino. Goodbye, Julio. 5-2 Mariners. Woo! Let's go. Hell yeah. Man, I can't tell you how good this feels after getting our ass kicked over and over and over and over and fucking over again. And again, when the Mariners homer, we win. When the Mariners don't homer, we don't win. And again, 3 homers here today, and we still have time to get 1 or 2 more. Let's go. Beautiful. It's funny how you get a home run and then other guys get motivated to homer too, right? Beautiful. And we got another pitching change. Keep that guy in. Keep him in so we can keep homering. Let's go, baby. Hell yeah. Back-to-back jacks, baby. Let's go. But the best one is Julio getting his second home run of the game, which doesn't happen often. We know there's only a few guys that could potentially, hit 2 home runs in a game. Randy, Cal, Julio, Naylor, Gino, Polo. Those are probably the only guys that could probably do it, and they aren't going to do it often. And we've seen Cal do it a lot in the first half of the season, but it shows you how valuable Julio is. And for all the people, that get really frustrated with him in the first 3 or 4 months of the year, then you start to realize how good he is in the second half of the year. Eventually, he'll figure it out, and he'll end up having a 40-40, 50-50 season before he retires if he can figure it out in the first half of a season at some point in his career. But again, there's not another center fielder in baseball that I would rather have than Julio Rodriguez. And again, yeah, we know that he starts slow, but God damn it, after the All-Star break, he's one of the best players in baseball. And I'm very, very blessed that he's on our team with Cal Raleigh. Awesome. And great job by Gino. We know he's a very streaky player, and he was overdue for a home run, and great to be able to see him contribute as well. Great job, Gino. Great job, Julio. Awesome. Trident's up, go M's. The only thing that we're missing is a Cal Raleigh home run. Julio rookie cards going up. I got a couple nice ones too. I got a PSA and a BGS Julio, early ones from way back in the day. Like I got a BGS 9.5 Julio rookie auto with a 10 grade on the auto, and then 9.5, and it's serial numbered 44, and it's from 2019. Even 3 years before he got called up, and I could see that one going up. And I got another Julio, a PSA rookie Julio as well. I'm looking at him over there on the dresser. Let's go, baby. Flying Monk, $5 holla. Stacks, racks with a little cactus jack. Bang, bang. Flying Monk with a $5. He's getting on the dono train. Appreciate you. Aaron Judge doesn't play center field anymore. Aaron Judge plays right field and DH, and if you saw him throw into the infield after his injury, it looked like Randy Arosarena. It was terrible. So, again, we know Aaron Judge is a great player like Shohei Ohtani, but he can't defend like Julio. And there we go, Polo with a double. There we go, Polo. And again, I got a Judge rookie auto as well that I invested, in 2022 when he ended up hitting 62 home runs. I went to a Mariner game and I got an Aaron Judge ball. That same year, I got a Julio Rodriguez rookie foul ball also. And the Judge rookie that I have is pretty special too. I spent, $500-600 on it as an investment, and now it's worth like $8,000, $9,000, $1,000. So, sometimes you got to be able to spend money to make money, but those are, I got a Cal Raleigh rookie auto, an Aaron Judge rookie auto, and then I got 2 Julio rookie autos. I had a third one, but I gave it to my best friend. So, there's no point of me having 3 rookie Julio Rodriguez autographs and he has none. So, I like to be able to, give some of my collection away. I had a King Griffey Jr. autographed MLB All-Star ball that was authentic that I gave to him as well. Normally, I don't give away things that are worth, $200, $300, $400. But again, when you have a best friend and he's not going to sell any of your stuff, and you guys love the same stuff, then it's nice to be able to share those type of things. So next up is JP Crawford. Harris on the mound. Hopefully he has a meltdown, and we got a 2-1 count here on JP Crawford. Come on, JP. JP is overdue. He's at 9 home runs. His next home run would be 10, but a nice single up the middle. Go, go, go. And Polo's coming home. 6-2 Mariners. Let's go. Man. But again, it shows you if you have Naylor, right, in the lineup, You have Leo Rivas in the lineup, and then you get Victor Robles back as well. I mean, we're cooking right now. I mean, this is the best lineup that we've had all year, you know. And again, adding Leo and Victor to the other 7 guys shows you how much of a difference this team really is 1 through 9. We have 0 weaknesses now. It's no longer Mitch Garver at DH, you know, and I better not see Mitch Garver fucking play at DH the rest of the year, but we know Dan will put him there at some point. I mean, I could think of about 8 guys I would rather have hit than fucking Mitch Garver. Next up is Victor Robles, 6'2" Mariners. And even if we have a slight meltdown, you know, by someone in the pen, we should be able to continue to score a little bit more, and we should be able to win this game. We have a 4-run lead, and we have a good chance to possibly get to 7 or 8 before this game is up. 1-0 pitch, fouled off. 1 ball and 1 strike to Victor Robles. Let's go, baby. Like, sub, donate, comment, share. If you haven't smashed that like button yet, please do. Help us get to 100 likes, 100 on the dono train, and 5 to 15 subs. I haven't checked to see what the sub count was. On the Oregon Duck stream that I did prior to this one, we gained like 30 to 40, and we had like 12, 13,000 people, which was nice for views. So, you know, we're starting to hit our mark on everything, not just Mariners, you know, NFL streams, college football streams. So that's a good thing to see. 2-2 pitch, crushed foul. Reflect with a 5-er. We're winning today, baby. Stacks, racks with a little Cactus Jack. Bang, bang. $5 on the dono train activated. Appreciate you. Two-two pitch, fouled off, low and at the knees. 2 balls and 2 strikes to Victor Robles. And again, I'm not going to have the energy to do 2 streams tomorrow. So I'll watch the Mariners at 9 a.m. I'll watch the Bucks beat the Falcons on the road at 10 a.m. And then we'll do Ravens and Bills for Sunday Night Football for the channel. And again, that'll give my voice a little bit of rest. And hopefully I'll have a voice tomorrow. Yeah, Beavers aren't good this year. You know, even the Cougs barely won. But the Huskies, that's a good team. You know, that's a sleeper team in college football, and I will be watching the Husky game after this game is over. 100%. I watched the full game last week. Damon Williams, great. They got David Boston's son as a wide receiver, former wide receiver himself. You know, Jonah Coleman, awesome. And they got a lot of other amazing players on offense and defense. And again, their problem was going with a 2-quarterback system last year. And, you know, obviously going now with just Damon Williams, who's kind of like a Kyler Murray clone and super fast. Pretty accurate and fun to watch. But I don't think anybody anticipated 69-3 against Oklahoma State. So for all those haters that said, oh, you just beat Montana State, they're not even a real team. We ended up beating a team that's Division I, even worse, with back-to-back pick sixes. So I don't think you can say anything bad about Oregon at this point. We're a much better team than we were last year. And we were really good last year. Like, you know, natty worthy good last year. And it's kind of scary to see how good we are. But again, we might lose to Penn State on the road. We might lose to the Huskies on the road. But honestly, that might be better. Go 10-2, play every week in the college football playoff unless having a month off, and then win the whole thing. Instead of going 12-0, having a month off and then losing to Ohio State again. I don't want that. So, you know, I want to win every game, but I want to think long-term, not just regular season. I'm trying to think playoff and natty. So, and until they change the format and where they start, you know, giving you a disadvantage of having a great record, then, you know, you might as well lose a game or 2 throughout the regular season like the Buckeyes did. They had the formula. 0-1 pitch, takes a big strike swinging there, low and out the knees. No balls and 2 strikes from Leo Rivas. Let's go, Leo. One of my favorite players on the team. Love me some Leo. Love me some Victor. Let's go, Leo. And Leo should start the rest of the year. Hell, he should have been on the team for Dylan Moore 4 months ago. 0-2 pitch. Leo crushes it to third base, foul. Yeah, Rivas is great. Offense, defense, bunting, baseball IQ, patient in the box. You know, a guy that is likable. I mean, what's not to like about Leo Rivas, you know? What, he's a little undersized, you know, but he hits with more power than JP does. JP hits singles. Rivas hits fucking home runs and ground rule doubles. 0-2 pitch. Leo in the gap. And Harris is there. and that is out number 3. So even though we leave 2 stranded, as my voice is starting to crack now, we're getting the job done. 6-2 Mariners. I'm going to need some cough drops. Let's see if I can go grab one here real quick. I'm going to need some lemon tea. I got some Ricola, and hopefully that Ricola will help my voice not crack. But, you know, when you end up doing 7 hours straight, you know, and again, I wanted to do it, you know, not for just the fans, but for myself as well. You know, you have to work hard for your dreams, and, you know, you have to push, you know, even when times are a little tough. And, you know, I'll definitely be watching the Mariners tomorrow, but, you know, we're going to have to score, you know, 6 runs tomorrow and hope Castillo pitches well to win tomorrow, especially at 9 a.m. on Roku. Lots of great NFL games, Seahawks, Niners, you know, Falcons, Bucks. And then the one I'm really looking forward to Sunday night on the live stream, Ravens and Bills. And one of those 2 teams could end up going to the Super Bowl representing the AFC this year. Like, the reality is real. The Chiefs' time of being the top dog might be over. And they have the Eagles in week 2, which could be another loss. And if the Chiefs start off 0-2, they're not going to the Super Bowl. It's going to be someone else. So kind of makes me feel like the Bills, like this could be their year. But it all depends on Josh Allen and that defense. But, you know, we will see. And Ravens, you know, are the real deal too. So, all right, we got Bizzardo in the game. Jake Fraley entering the matchup. Oh, this cough drop is just like from the gods. Let's go, Bizzardo. Crushed foul by Fraley. Oh, it's so good. I can't wait to have some tea after this is over, too. I'm not a big tea guy, but again, I found a couple like blueberry teas that are like international, and I'm a really big fan of lemon tea, especially when I've been grinding, you know, on the mic like this. 0-2 pitch, and got him. Down goes Fraley. Nice job by Bizzardo. And that's the good Bizzardo, baby. The most improved player on the Seattle Mariners from last year to this year. He was like Taylor Saucedo. He was garbage last year. This year, you know, he's got one of the top 5 most innings pitched from a bullpen pitcher, and he's solid. He's had a couple fuck-ups, but he's human. But I like him. And again, I love the progression. You know, maybe one day we can get Carlos Vargas in that same kind of boat as well. Popped up, and JP Crawford is there, and that is 2 away. Nice job, JP. 4 pitches, 2 outs. I like that. I can't tell you how happy this makes me, the way that we're playing right now. I mean, we've already gone through emotional damage for weeks with this Mariner team. But again, good job there with the defense by JP. And now it's Matt Olsen, really the main guy that, you know, got that home run early to give them a little bit of confidence. But we fired right back with Julio and Gino there late with a meltdown for the Braves, which felt great. Finally, it wasn't us. And, you know, we're going to win this game today. And if we can win tomorrow, we have a good chance of winning 2 out of 3 or sweeping the Cardinals if we don't play down to the competition and we feed off the fans at T-Mobile. One-0 pitch. Big swing and a miss to Matt Olsen. 1 ball and 1 strike from Bizzardo to Olsen. God, that makes my voice feel so much better. And I needed that. 1-1 pitch. Slow dribbler towards first. And Naylor flipped to Bizzardo. Naylor's a great defender at first. The best defender we've had at first in fucking years. Beautiful. End of the 7th inning, and we're up by 4. I'm so happy I could fucking cry, man. It's been such a terrible road trip. You know, not only the one with the Orioles with the 2 rain delays and the fucking Little League Classic and that rain delay bullshit, and then getting swept by the Phillies, and then this fucking road trip. You know, it's just like, you know, you can't wait to come back home. And it just feels good. You know, for some people, it might be, oh, it's just a win. But for us Mariner fans, we know better. It's much more than that. Good. They finally got on the board. 14-0. Oklahoma now 14-7, says Dave. Next up, left fielder, 1 for 2 with a run and a base on ball. Nice single in his last at-bat. Randy Arozarena. Batting second, 0 for 3 with a run, base on ball, and a K, Cal Raleigh. And batting third, 2 for 3 with 2 runs and 4 RBIs, 2 homers, Julio Rodriguez. The MVP of this game, no doubt. Yeah, amazing, right? And you and me were already all over Leo even last year, you know. And again, if they would have just recognized, if they would have given Leo a spot over Dylan Moore, like what reason that we kept Dylan Moore on the team? Did we feel sorry for him? Did we think he was going to turn it around like Donovan Solano did? Is that what, you know, they were thinking? Because he could play multiple positions, he was valuable. But just because you can play multiple positions, if you don't play them well, you're a liability, not an asset. So. But we're in the best time of the year. MLB getting close to the playoffs. NFL and college football in full swing. Pretty soon we'll have NBA and NHL on tap. WWE in full swing. Everything is great right now. Great time to be alive. And summer weather is over. And now we're starting to get a little cool down. And we shouldn't have 80 degrees or higher ever for the rest of the year. And that makes me happy. Makes walks a lot more enjoyable for me and my pup when we're not sweating in 100-degree temperatures. So I can't wait for a nice victory walk today. Brebbia on the mound, Arozarena in the box. And he hits him. Jesus Christ. And Randy gets plunked. And obviously, we know Randy is the most hit batter besides Ty France, who's no longer on the team. And looks like he doesn't hurt him. And Randy jogs to first. The only time jogging to first is appropriate. Next up is Big Dumper Cal Raleigh. All right, time for Big Dumper's 52-52nd home run right here. Cal crushes it. And foul. I would love for it to be 8-2 here. Come on, Cal. 51 home runs, 9 ribbies. I want home run number 52, baby. Brebbia has got the beard going, though. I'll give him that. He's got that lumberjack beard. He'd fit in very well in Oregon and Washington. He'd blend in perfectly. Give him a flannel. 0-1 pitch. Give him a Columbia jacket. He'd be good to go. Pitches outside. 1 ball and 1 strike. From Brebbia to Big Dumper, Cal Raleigh. Randy at first, getting plunked on the arm. And I would love for us to be able to get to 7 or 8 here before the game is over. I mean, obviously, I'll be happy with a 6-2 victory, but with 2 innings to go, let's make them pay. 1-1 pitch. Outside. Should have been called ball. Called strike. This ump is blind. Where's the ABS when you need it? Jesus Christ. Not even close. And the strike zone has been really bad from this ump. He's been calling stuff in the box ball. So that's kind of, it is what it is. But again, I haven't seen too many guys with, right in the box calling those balls. And he's done that for the Mariners and the Braves today. But he's had at least 8 bad calls up to this point. That would have been maybe number 9 right there for Cal. 1-2 pitch. High and away. 2 balls and 2 strikes to Big Dumper, Cal Raleigh. Let's go, Dumper. Come on, Cal. You're the man. 2-2 pitch. Big swing and a miss, and no home run for Cal Raleigh today. Maybe he's saving the home run for tomorrow or against the Cardinals at home. But we have a chance for Julio Rodriguez to do something he's never done, hit 3 home runs in a game. Never done it. And he's got a chance to do it right here and put us up 8-2. How spectacular would that be? The Julio Rodriguez game, we would call it, if he hits a homer here. And he actually had some pretty amazing diving grabs and jumping grabs in the outfield that saved singles, doubles, and some runs that were prevented from being scored. So this was a complete game for Julio Rodriguez. It definitely gave me flashbacks of Ken Griffey Jr., just a right-handed version. Let's go, J-Rod. He's got the nose hair, and he's got the beard going. He got a lot of ear hair in there, too, inside to Julio, and he's already gotten plunked as well on the elbow. And I'm really happy that Julio is protected all over those arms because, again, teams are going to go inside, to Randy and Julio often. I'm so happy Julio got to 30. Julio fouls it off. I mean, imagine if Julio got off to a faster start in the first half of the year. He could legit get 40-40, 50-50. He legit could do that. I mean, I'm not saying he would do it regularly, but again, to get a couple 40-40, 40 home runs, 40 stolen bags, 50 home runs, 50 stolen bags, like in a season before he retires, should be attainable if he can get onto a faster pace in the first, half of the year. 1-2 pitch. And he crushes that one foul. Top of the 8th, 6-2 Mariners. We haven't said that in a while. Oh, fight on the Michigan sideline. Fouls that one off again. 3 consecutive foul balls. Slider, four-seam fastball by Brebia. Top of the 8th, 6-2 Mariners.
Oh my gosh.
1-2 pitch. And Julio with a single. There we go. Not a 3 home run game, but we'll take another big play. Runners at first and second. Randy at second, Julio at first. And this is one of the best games that we've seen Julio play, offense and defense. Beautiful. I mean, without Julio Rodriguez, we don't win this game. Great job, J-Rod. Making us proud that you're a Seattle Mariner. Next up is Josh Naylor. The quarterback and the running back are fighting each other. That's what happens when you're down by 7 to Oklahoma. I mean, they're both ranked, but they're not the same team without Harbaugh. Just like Alabama is not the same without Saban. You're not going to get the same type of players. Oh, 1 pitch to Naylor with runners at first and second. Randy and Julio. Pitches outside. 1 ball and 1 strike as they have a close-up of Edgar Martinez, a fucking GOAT. One of the best DHs to ever wear a uniform. We're blessed. You know, even though we haven't been to a World Series and we haven't won one, I wouldn't trade it for anything. Griffey, Randy Johnson, Edgar, Ichiro, Julio, Cal, no way. You know, especially if we ended up winning one by cheating, you know, like the Astros. I wouldn't want that at all. You know, championships are good when you do it the right way, not when you cheat. Pitches low and at the knees. 2 balls and 1 strike from Brebia to Naylor. I mean, I wouldn't trade any of those guys either. I mean, those guys are some of the best to ever wear a uniform. I mean, you kidding me? The big unit, Randy Johnson, Edgar at DH, Ichiro, the best singles hitter besides Rod Carew, Pete Rose, and Tony Gwynn. Are you kidding me? You know, and then now we got Julio and Cal It's like a dynamic duo like Jordan and Pippen. It's just insane on top of everything else that we got. I mean, it's a special time to be alive here. Naylor going deep, and he got it, baby. See ya. Josh Naylor with a 3-run jack. 9-2 Mariners. Let's go. Let's go. And that shows you the importance of Josh Naylor in the lineup after being sick. Great defense, great offense. And then, you know, at some point, he's going to give you that electricity. 9-2 Mariners. Fuck yeah. Let's go. And great job by Randy, obviously being on base, as well as Julio. Randy getting plunked, Julio with a nice single. Naylor says, let me bring you home, young fellas. 9-2 Seattle. Beautiful. And we're not done. Next up is Gino, who already has 1 home run already. Feels a lot better to be on this side of the scoreboard. Let's go. So happy, man. And then Gino with a hit. Nice job, Gino. Good vibes only, baby. Next up is Jorge Polanco. Naylor with a nail in the coffin. Nice job, Nails. Beautiful. Shows you what happens when we hit home runs, you know, how great we are, you know, but when you end up hitting only 1 home run or none, you know, and it's just like a solo dinger, it's hard to win, you know. You got to be able to put up more than 1 to 3 runs in MLB, and, you know, 5 runs, 7 to 10 hits, you know, that's kind of the bare minimum. As Polo pops up, and Michael Harris II is there, 2 away. What a great team effort today. And great job by Bryce until he got, you know, the bases loaded, you know, situation there in the 6th. But overall, Bryce was good. You know, just like Logan was yesterday against Chris Sale. It was just, you know, Gabe Spire fucked that all up. And we didn't get the fuck up today. Next up is JP Crawford, who's sitting at 9 home runs. When will he get home run number 10? You have to feel that it's coming soon. He's overdue. First pitch fouled off, 0-1 count. Keep Brebbia in there for the rest of the game. Meltdown after meltdown. And we're blessed that we had 2 meltdowns by the Braves, not just 1, like we had with Gabe Spire yesterday. 0-1 pitch, fouled off, high and away. No balls and 2 strikes to JP Crawford. Come on, JP. Single, double, triple, home run. Anything, baby. Let's go, JP. 0-2 pitch, high and inside. 1 ball and 2 strikes to JP Crawford. One-two pitch. Outside. 2 balls and 2 strikes to JP Crawford. Come on, baby. I mean, we know you can do it defensively, but we're just waiting on that opportunity for you to explode in the box, baby. Let's go. Two-two pitch. Outside. Count is full. Brebbia with a meltdown, and I love it. It's the first time that, you know, we actually see a meltdown happening, you know, against, you know, them, you know, and it's going in our favor here. 3-2 pitch, and JP crushes that one foul. Count still remains 3 balls, 2 strikes, runner at first, 2 outs, 9-2 Mariner lead, and it's a great day. Ducks win 69-3. That's good. 9-2 victory for the Mariners. Now I just need the Buccaneers and Baker Mayfield to beat the Falcons on the road so I can go 1-0. Then it'll be a perfect weekend. A sweep, so to speak. 3-2 pitch, outside, and that's a walk. Great eye by JP Crawford, and Brebbia continuing to melt down. Next up is Victor Robles. Let's go, Victor. Cardinals, 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 Angels, 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 Royals, 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 Astros, 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 Rockies, 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 and then Dodgers, Dodgers towards the end of the year. I mean, if you look at those teams, we should be able to, and we play good against the Astros. I mean, and the Dodgers haven't been good in the second half of the season. We literally could win almost every game if we play Robles, Rivas, and we have Naylor in the lineup. Now, are we going to win all those games? No, but again, looking at those opponents, some of them we could play down to the competition, Cardinals, Angels, Royals, but I know we're going to bring it against the Astros and the Dodgers. And, I like our chances of really getting hot, in these next 3 weeks. I really do. Oh, man. You have no idea, Kevin. It's been insane. And Robles line drive, and that is out number 3. I'll give you a quick recap, though. All right, so to start the game off, Cal ended up getting walked. And then Julio Rodriguez homered to left in the first inning, 2-0 Mariners, and that kind of set the tone for us. Then we went a couple innings of nothing, and then Matt Olsen homered to center 459 feet, and then it was 2-1. And we still feel pretty good, and then a meltdown started to happen for Bryce Miller, right? And then we were hoping that we would be able to hang on, but then bases loaded with only 1 out, and then Michael Harris, the second, hit a sac fly to center. Baldwin scores, and that ended up being 2-2, right? And then it's been 7th inning and on. It's been all Mariners. And then Julio comes up and hits his second homer of the game with Randy on board, 4-2 Mariners. And then a few batters later, Eugenio Suarez homers a solo dinger to left, 366, 5-2 Mariners. JP ends up singling to center. Polo scores, right? And that ends up being 6-2 Mariners. And then Naylor with Randy and Julio on board. Randy got plunked, and then Julio got a single. And then Naylor says, let me join the home run party. And he hits a homer to right, 404 feet, 9-2 Mariners. It's been the most complete game that we've played in like weeks. So that's where we're at. And that's a quick recap for anyone that wanted to recap on the game, baby. All right, let's go to the bottom of the 8th. Next up is 0 for 3, Ozzie Albies. Batting second, DHing Drake Baldwin. Batting third, shortstop Ha Seung Kim. And they got Ferguson coming in, which I don't like, but we'll see. Hopefully Caleb doesn't fuck this up. Don't fuck it up, Caleb. All right, and we know Caleb hasn't been good. He should probably be in AAA, but, we'll see where this goes. Caleb on the mound, Ozzie Albies in the box, and we've already seen 2 meltdowns by the Braves, and I really don't want to see a Gabe Spire situation like yesterday with Caleb today. 14-7 Oklahoma, good game here between the Sooners and the Wolverines. Kevin with a $5. No problem. Thank you for showing some support and love. Stacks, Racks with a little Cactus Jack. Bang, bang. Kevin's getting on the Dono train. Appreciate you, Kevin. Dono train activated. 22 more likes to 100. 14 more to hit the Dono goal. We're so close on both goals. And there goes the bat on Albies' hands, and it gets stuck in the net. Anybody see social media of that Karen, that Philly fan, that Karen that tried to take the ball from that guy that won it fair and square and gave it to his son, who had a birthday coming up in a couple days? There was a couple things wrong with that. The Karen was wrong, because it's a free game when the ball's on the ground. 2, the dad was a beta, not an alpha. If someone comes up and grabs my arm and starts screaming at me, you're not getting the fucking ball from my son. Get the hell out of here, right? And he just gave it to her because he didn't want the conflict, And then eventually the Marlins, social media team came down there and gave him a goodie bag, and then he ended up getting a Bader autographed bat, and he got to go in the Philly locker room, area after the game. So instead of getting the home run ball, he ends up getting an autographed bat and a bunch of other cool stuff. But, again, that's exactly what you don't want to do when you go to a baseball game. How dare you try to go up? And, it's funny. I actually had a woman try to do the same thing to me when I got the Aaron Judge ball. Again, you have to realize it's fair game if it's on the ground or if it goes up in the air, just because you think you lock eyes with Aaron Judge, and you think that ball is yours, if that ball is up in the air, it ain't yours, it's mine. But it's crazy how certain individuals, male and females, act at a baseball game. But again, I imagine social media will find out who that lady is and her life is over. Bottom of the 8th, 9-2 Mariners. Never take a ball from a kid. Are you kidding me? Dumbass Karen. Next up is Drake Baldwin. Really? They found her. I knew they would. Works at a school in New Jersey and got fired, huh? Yeah. And we haven't seen too many Karens, get crucified on social media like that, but she definitely, was deserving of it. The dad didn't do anything wrong besides be a bitch and give the ball away. Be a man. Just because some Karen comes up to you and grabs your arm and yells at you, you know how hard it is to get a fucking baseball, and you weren't even keeping it for yourself. You gave it to your son, and your son's birthday memory got ruined, so it's it wasn't a good look on the Karen. The dad looked like a pussy, fucking stand up for yourself and your son. That's not setting a good example. What happens down the road, if a Karen does that to your son? What's your son gonna do? Do what you did? Be better, So there was a couple people at fault, the Karen and the dad, but at the end of the day, the son, ended up being the one that benefited the most, as he should. And I hope he has the greatest birthday he could possibly have of all birthdays that are out there. Bottom of the 8th, 9-2 Mariners. Baldwin in the box, and there down goes Baldwin. There we go. Strikes out swinging, and that is 2 away. Oh, the tennis hat jerk, too. Stole the autographed tennis hat from the kid. What a bum, dude. I hate seeing shit like that, Yeah, that shit makes me mad, And again, all the memorabilia that I get, it's never, having to argue or fight around with kids. It's usually me around a few adults and whatnot. And, I'm a honey badger and I'm getting the ball. That's how it goes, so. Well, it's not only Naylor and Robles, but it's also Leo Rivas, Teo. Don't forget to add Leo. Leo is a big part of the success of the team. Ha-Seong Kim in the box. 0-2 count. And 1 strike away from Ferguson not blowing this fucking game here in the 8th. Yeah, but I agree. I mean, those 3 have made a huge difference. And again, we have no weaknesses. Normally, when you look at the lineup, you're like, oh, God, Garver. Oh, God, Dylan Moore. Oh, God, Donovan Solano. And now we don't have to say that. So, again, if we can keep this lineup, relatively the same as Oklahoma scores another touchdown, 20-7, Boomer Sooners. And a hit right up the middle. And a good single there by Ha-Seong Kim. Yeah, I saw the other phone angle of a fan that was right next to her, and you can actually hear the audio of her and the dad having a conversation. But, I mean, even if the dad was by himself, don't give that ball away. You know how hard it is to get a fucking ball at a baseball game, let alone a foul ball or a home run ball? And what, you just don't want to deal with her Karen attitude and you're just going to give up? Stand up for yourself, my guy. Even if you got bullied as a young kid, stand up for yourself. Don't fucking give that ball away. Hell no. And it was for the kid on top of that. But, if it is true that they tracked her down and she was a teacher and she was fired, I mean, she definitely has the look of a Karen with that Karen haircut. And it's kind of weird how you have people that have that look and they're the ones that cause a lot of problems in life. whether you see someone on social media getting out of their car and going crazy and yelling at someone, or someone with an HOA that has to be a Karen and has to be extra for no reason, or a Karen at a baseball game, thinking that baseball is entitled to her when it wasn't even hers. It's not like he ripped it out of her hands, Fucking wild, man. 0-2 pitch, low into the dirt. 1 ball and 2 strikes to Ronald Acuna Jr. Yeah, but there definitely are people that are not going to let Karen get their way, Everyone has a voice, that to speak their opinion, that's true, but again, when people think they're entitled, even when they're not supposed to be in certain situations, nothing makes you look fucking worse in life than when that video like that comes out. Life ruined. 1-2 pitch, and Victor Robles is there, and that is out number 3. She probably didn't think that she would be all over social media like that, and again, if you're a good person, good things will happen to you. If you're a dirtbag person, eventually it'll catch up to you, and I guarantee that's not the first time that she tried something like that. I guarantee that there's been other times where she's tried to get her way because she thinks that she's entitled, Like the girl that was sitting in the row in front of me, obviously was a Yankee fan with her boyfriend that was wearing a Griffey jersey, and the son was wearing an Aaron jersey as well. And when, the ball came up from Judge, right, it was Preston, the girl, and then me. And we all put our hands together. And then the ball went in the air, and I got it, right? I'm a honey badger. Gah! The Aaron Judge, mine, right? And then as I sat down and looked at the ball, she turned around and she slapped my leg like super hard. Could you imagine if a guy would slap a woman's leg? I would have been arrested. I would have been banned from the fucking park, but I didn't get her kicked out. I didn't kick, any of those people out in the family, and her mom and dad was there also, which was hilarious. And people were offering me like $200, $300 for the Judge ball, but I said no, but again, like, I don't know what it is about certain people that think that something is theirs, but, imagine if you would hit somebody even on the leg, that's assault. You can't do that at a baseball game. And she was a pretty girl, she was hot, and maybe she, thought that, her hot good looks, have gotten her whatever she wanted in life. But guess what, hot girl? You ain't getting my Aaron Judge baseball. Not today, not tomorrow, not ever. 9-2 Mariners. Let's see if we can add on a little bit more here in the top of the 9th. That's assault, sister. I was in shock that she did it, but I was actually more happy that I got the Aaron Judge ball. And usually when I get a ball, I'm pretty cool. Like, I'll let other people, take a picture with it or look at it, which most people don't because they don't trust people. They'll run away with it. And obviously I would have chased someone down if they were dumb enough to do that. But, you want to let other people enjoy that experience. A lot of people have never held a ball before, let alone a ball from Aaron Judge, right? Top of the 9th, 9-2, Seattle. First pitch to Leo Rivas, takes a strike looking, 0-1 count. And they still got Brebbia in there. Deepest lineup we've had all year, baby. Yeah, deepest lineup since 2001, I would agree. Yeah, it probably is better than that lineup. She was pissed, boyfriend was mad, and the funny thing is the boyfriend and her switched seats 1 inning before the Judge ball came. And obviously she's shorter and he was taller. So, if he was sitting in that correct seat, maybe I don't get the ball. Maybe he ends up catching it, or maybe he jumps up and grabs it because he's taller and whatnot. But that's what happens when you end up wanting to get a nacho at the wrong time. You lose Aaron Judge ball, right? What's more important, the nachos or Aaron Judge ball? Aaron Judge ball. Pitches outside. 2 balls and 2 strikes to Leo Rivas. Top of the 9th, count now is full. 3 balls and 2 strikes from Brebbia to Rivas. 21-7 Sooners. Ducks winning 69-3 over Oklahoma State. Cowboys. And down goes Leo, strikes out swinging, which is rare, 1 away. Mike Cameron in the dugout. Great to see him there. Down goes Leo. And Harry Ford hitting for Randy Arosarena. Go, Harry. Let's get your first hit in MLB, baby. Come on, Harry. Harry's dad is there, too. Come on, Harry. First pitch in there for a strike, and he had, obviously, a very quick at-bat yesterday. 3 pitches, 3 strikes, and he was out. But let's get a first base hit here. Come on, Harry. Big swing and a miss, low and away. No balls and 2 strikes to Harry Ford. And obviously he's nervous and he's pressing. And eventually he'll get his first hit just like Ben Williamson did and Cole Young did early in the year. Come on, Harry. Breathe, brother. Breathe. Let's go. Come on, Harry. 0-2 pitch. Ford, chopper, run! Just not in time. But good effort, by Harry Ford running to first. It wasn't able to get his first hit in his MLB career, but he will eventually. Maybe tomorrow. Maybe against the Cardinals at T-Mobile on Monday. All right, last but not least, Cal Raleigh. Come on, Cal. This is the only thing missing from this game is a Cal Raleigh solo jack, and we win 10-2. Come on, big dumper. We're looking for home run number 52. You're at home run number 51. 109 ribbies. We want 110. Big swing and a miss on that first pitch. 0-1 count. 0-1 pitch. Inside. 1 ball and 1 strike from Brebbia to Raleigh. Come on, Cal. Give me some of that Mariner magic, baby. One pitch. Hit long. Hit deep. It's gone. And my ESP is on point, baby. My ESP is on point. You ask for a Cal Raleigh home run, you get a Cal Raleigh home run. Let's go. Home run number 52. Let's get it. Woo! 10-2. Mariners predicted the home run. Let's get it. Trident's up. Let's go, M's. And that's the only thing that we needed to cap off this amazing game. And, the sports gods, they love me, apparently. Let's go. Unbelievable. Let's get it, baby. Love it, love it, love it. Love it. Most home runs by switch hitter. 2 more to catch up to Mickey Mantle. And he will get that. Next up is Julio Rodriguez. And Julio has a chance to hit 3 home runs in a game for the first time in his career. Now, if he hits a home run here, I might just jump out the window. I don't know. I mean, I'm already on cloud 9 right now, and I've been working 7 hours straight doing the Duck game and now the Mariner game. But that felt fucking good. Let's go. 0-2 count to Julio Rodriguez, 10-2 Mariners. I put Cal on the thumb for a reason, thinking that he would homer today. And it took, to the 9th inning, but he does. Julio strikes out, but that's okay. Julio, 2 home runs. Cal, home run. Naylor, home run. Gino, home run. It's a home run party. Let's go. Hell yeah. And sometimes you just got to talk it into existence. You show the photo. You say, I want the game to finish this way. I want it to be 10-2. I want you to hit a home run. Then the sports gods, they're like looking down at us right now. And they're like, you know what? Yeah, let's make it happen right now. And then boom, 10 seconds later, it happens. And it happens every game on every stream, multiple times a game. Beautiful. 10-2 Mariners. I'm a happy guy, man. That's what I wanted, man. And sometimes, you show it, you say it, and you make it happen. Beautiful. So now I need the sports gods to listen that I need to win the Powerball. Now, if it's 1.8 billion, I don't need to be the grand prize winner. Now, we had 3 winners on Oregon that won 50,000 on Monday when it was like 1.4 billion, right? And then we had a winner in Beaverton, right, that won 2 million a couple days ago. Now, I don't know what number amount, but if the sports gods are going to listen to me like they do when I do games on YouTube, you could also help a brother out. And even if I ended up winning 50,000, 100,000, a million or more, I would still continue to do this. It's not like I would quit, So sports gods, if you're listening, help me out with the Powerball. I don't need to be the $1.8 billion winner. And if it goes above, $2 billion, and obviously after taxes, you only get like half of that, but again, even $25,000, $50,000 could be life-changing. You hear me, sports gods? Okay, thank you. All right, 10-2 Mariners, 21-10 Oklahoma over Michigan, and Cal Raleigh making sure that we're finishing off on a good note with a solo dinger, 52 home runs, Schwarber with 49, Ohtani with 46, and you're looking at the AL MVP right here, Aaron Judge at 43. And one more home run, he's going to be 10 up on Aaron Judge. Aaron Judge ain't winning the AL MVP, baby. It's going to be Ohtani and Cal Raleigh. Castillo is pitching tomorrow, so it'll probably be an L, especially after we put up a 10 today. But unless he pitches great, gives up 3 runs or less, and we score like this tomorrow, then we might win. But it's on at 9 a.m., so they're going to be wiping the crust out of their eyes. It's going to be too early. It's on Roku. So I would assume that we're going to take the L tomorrow, unless we put up, 6 to 10 runs and Castillo pitches well, which could happen, but will it happen? I don't know. 1-0 pitch, takes a strike swinging low and away. 1 ball and 1 strike to Michael Harris II. But again, I do think that we will start winning games at home. We might have to take one more L, and then moving forward, we should be able to win a majority of the rest of the games once we come back home against the Cardinals. 2-1 pitch, popped up. But if we do win tomorrow and we win the series, we will have a great chance to go 2 out of 3 or sweep the Cardinals, I think. Again, sometimes you need to have these, moments in games where, you play like shit, you're injured, you're on the road, you have the wrong guys in there, the bullpen is fucking up, the starting pitching isn't good, defense is suspect, you can't hit, you're not hitting home runs, and then all of a sudden you have a game like this. And down goes Michael Harris II, that's 1 away. Yeah, Castillo's garbage. He shouldn't even be on the team, and I'll be very happy where he's off the team next year, and Cade Anderson will be in the lineup instead of him. So we'll have Wu, Gilbert, Kirby, Miller, and then Cade Anderson, and then eventually Durangelo also, and he'll battle Bryce for that last spot. So can't wait for that. And then at some point we're, going to get Colt and Lazaro and a few of those other guys that are in the farm, and maybe we'll give them a chance. And let's get Ben Williamson back on the team at some point too. We might have to wait till the end of this year once Gino's gone. More than likely, we're not going to re-sign him because we want that money to go to Naylor instead because he's more valuable. But I love Gino, but Naylor at this point in his career is younger and more valuable at first base. Ben is great at D. We just need him to hit, and he's been pretty good in AAA hitting. So replacing Ben for Gino, you're never going to get the same amount of home runs, but he might be able to give you, hits, and again, be like a Cole Young, JP, Leo Rivas type, and that's what we need. Obviously, you'd love to be able to have a home run hitter at first and third, but if we can keep Naylor, I think Ben Williamson will be just fine at third. We will, it won't be a liability. He'll be an asset. 2 balls and 2 strikes from Luke Jackson to Sean Murphy. 2-2 pitch, and got him. Tom Glavine there, not liking what he sees. Bottom of the 9th with 2 outs. We're 1 out away. Brujan is in now. Oh, 1 pitch. Chop foul. We're 1 strike away, baby. 0-2 pitch by Luke Jackson. Line drive, and that is it. Leo Rivas making the play. And let's be real, Mariner fans. This has been the most rewarding victory that we've had in maybe months. Again, it's been a real terrible, I don't know, month. And it feels really, really good. You know, we got 2 home runs by Julio. We got a late home run by Raleigh. We got 1 by Gino. We got a 3-run blast by Naylor. Bryce Miller pitched well before he got bases loaded. And final score, Mariners 10, Braves 2. And when the Mariners win, what do we do? I feel like I haven't said this forever. We dance, baby. Mariners win. Mariners win. Mariners win. Fuck yeah. I don't think we've had this Mariners dancing in such a long fucking time. I almost forgot what it was like. Let's go. And hopefully we get a good, outing out of Luis Castillo tomorrow. And we can find a way for the bats to come alive. But nice job, Mariners. Nobody with another 20. Thank you so much, man. It's been a really tough day. Probably the toughest day I've had in 2025, honestly. Working 7 hours straight, but it was worth it. Stacks, racks, with a little Cactus Jack. Bang, bang. Nobody is a somebody. And he says, I like to reward people that work hard, and that really means a lot. Thank you so much, man. Every dollar counts. Hop on that dono train. Appreciate you. Nobody is a somebody. Tridents up. I know Marine Bean has been looking for a dub all day. He loves it. Captain loves it. Reflect loves it. Daya loves it. Let's go. Man, I am exhausted. I got to rest my voice, drink some tea. I actually got to eat some food that I haven't ate all day. It's 7 p.m. I ate a muffin, this morning, and that is it. Shout out to B Woods with a 5-er, Monkey Kung Fu with a 20, Captain with a 10-er. We will be doing Bills and Ravens tomorrow for the live stream. I got to rest my voice, so can't do the Mariner game tomorrow morning or the Bucks and the Falcons, but I will be watching both, you best believe, as well as many other NFL matchups. But we will be doing Bills Ravens for the live stream tomorrow night. Justin with a 10-er, nobody with a 20. Dave with a 549 from Canada. Love that. Flying Monk with a 5-er. Reflect with a 5-er. Kevin with a 5-er. And nobody who is a somebody with a 20. Thank you so much, man. You guys are fantastic. And, man, what a fucking day, man. It's been, a long day to say the least. I'm going to sleep very good tonight. And I still got to take Paisley on another long walk, but I got to eat some food and maybe drink some tea before I do that. So, enjoy the rest of Oklahoma and Michigan, any college football fans. And I love you guys and I appreciate you guys. We hit 13,000 views on the Duck stream, gained 40 subs, but the donos were a little light. We made up for it today here. And not only that, we got the likes, we got the subs, we got the views, we got the donos, we got the support, we got some new subs. And the best part, the Mariners fucking won. Final score, Mariners 10, Braves 2. And hopefully we can win tomorrow so we can win the series. But I appreciate every single one of y'all. You guys are amazing. I love you. And I got one question for you. Well, talk sports like us. Your boy Ryan, Northwest Sports Fanatics. Final score, Mariners 10, Braves 2. And we're looking for the series win tomorrow at 9 a.m. Against the Braves on Roku. So if you have access to that, make sure you watch it. And I'll be live tomorrow for the Bills and Ravens for Sunday Night Football. Love you guys. Appreciate you guys. And I'm out. Go Mariners. Tridents up. And we won. Yes, sir.